podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, 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 every day I'm
BoxingVoice.com.
You need that fear.
All I'm trying to do is make a stand for something that I truly believe is right. I truly believe it's right. I wanna be like you. Come on, man. I'm the face of boxing. I'm the cash cow. I hold the record for pay-per-view. Me.
My job. I know my job. I know my situation. I want to fight. That's what I'm doing.
Production.
Fight is gonna be very difficult for both of us.
BoxingVoice.com. Good morning, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Nesta Gibbs, and we're here to recap yesterday's amazing fight card, amazing weekend of boxing, really. It was just altogether great week of boxing. A lot of people put on great shows, and, we're here to recap it. First and foremost, Alexander Usyk did his thing and really showed us that he is one of the greatest boxers that we've seen, man. To be able to come up from heavyweight, from cruiserweight and undispute that division and come up and defeat Tyson Fury. It was a tight fight, but obviously, Alexander Usyk did enough and gave us one of the best rounds ever, man. That round will be talked about forever, for a long, long time, I'm telling you. But so much action, man. Shout out to my betting team, man. Shout out to anybody that listened to me and followed the betting show. We got it right on 2 upsets, so that's huge. Hopefully you guys made some good money listening to the betting advice. We definitely got 2 big upsets with Brian Norman Jr. and Dennis Baranchek. So that's great, Money in the bank, shorty what you think. But let's take it from the top, man. I'm going to try and be as quick as possible to give everybody the opportunity to call in and voice their opinion, let us know what they thought about this weekend's action. I won't be too long-winded at all. That being said, let's take it from the Saudi Arabia card. We've seen Moses Atama get the second round stoppage in the heavyweight division. Continues to look good, improves to 8-0. Not a lot to say there, as the opponent was just not on that level. Moving on, Robin Safar has arrived. Good unanimous decision over Sergey Kovalev. Ended up getting not the stoppage, but the knockdown late. An exciting knockdown. So I know that's going to add to his popularity. He looked good. Mark Chamberlain looked good as well, knocking out Wahab. And, his power seems to be real. When he touched Wahab with that left hand, he immediately crumbled. So you kind of want to believe his power is real. The issue is we don't know who the hell Wahab is, so we don't really know what we've seen. We can't really believe our eyes at the moment until we see Mark Chamberlain in there with someone that can truly show us some sort of resistance, someone that can put up a fight. We won't really know what Mark Chamberlain has, but, if he looks the way he's been looking, he's a new player at 135. I wouldn't mind seeing him and Andy Cruz. Wouldn't be the biggest of step-ups for Andy Cruz as, again, internationally, Mark Chamberlain isn't known, but he's you know, he's arrived, right? He went all out and said he only wants to fight in Saudi moving forward. But give me a second here. Let me switch these mics here in case something. One moment. All right, all right. Yeah, I know. Felt like something was wrong with the other. Maybe it's just me. But moving on. Yeah, we would like to see Mark Chamberlain. I only say Andy Cruz because I feel like Andy Cruz is with Matchroom and His Excellency does a lot of business with Eddie. But if we can get Mark Chamberlain in there with someone else before Andy so we could give Andy full credit if he does get the win would be great. Jai Opataya put me to sleep. I'm sorry. I had to take a nap. Maybe it wasn't him. Maybe it was just, the fact that we had been watching boxing since 9 a.m. on a Pacific. Not really sure, but I just couldn't stay up for that. He did get a unanimous decision over Briedis. It just wasn't an entertaining fight for however long I was watching it. Yeah, you guys could call in and tell me I'm wrong. That's cool. It put me to sleep. Ajit Kabayel, Jesus, this guy. Where's the boxing gods when you need them, huh? They didn't give us any signs that Kabayel was going to be a two-time underdog upsetter. I mean, this man was a plus 600 to get the knockout and did unbelievable. Sanchez came in, and I'm sure that's how he normally looks because he's always had those broad shoulders. But for me, he just looked heavy. We checked the box rec. He was the same weight of 238. He just looked too heavy for me. Those shoulders looked too bulky. He gassed. He had a knee brace. It was horrible, man. Horrible. Shout out to Kabayel, man. That's twice. It's not like I counted him out in the Osland bet, but, up until that point, Kabayel's biggest win had been Chisora, which was like 6 or 7 years ago, and we didn't know, so we stood away from a betting standpoint. First time he was on a Saudi card. He gets the big upset over, Game of Thrones Mountain in Oslenbeck, and, he arrived, right? But I wasn't 100% sold. We seen the type of fighter Oslenbeck is, so I figured maybe that's more to do with Oslenbeck than it is to do with Kabayel. So when he's fighting the boxer, I pick boxers over punchers. So I'm like, yeah, Sanchez got this, plus he defeated a Jogba. Kabayel's not ready for this. God damn. He beat the brakes off Sanchez, bro. Sanchez just didn't even he's going to be, so disappointed in himself that fight looked as bad as it did for him. Opening bell, he was already holding in the first round. It's like he didn't train at all. Like he came to pick up a check, and I hope His Excellency noticed that. He out here doing favors for Eddie Reynoso, trying to get Canelo in the ring, giving Eddie Reynoso's team shots. And truthfully, man, Sanchez wasn't prepared. There was something wrong. There was more than just the knee brace. To me, it felt like a conditioning issue. He just couldn't keep the pace. And, man, he made some ugly faces getting hit to that body. We talk about Thurman and other people. Fuck, Sanchez don't like it to the body. He was in agony with the jab knockdown. I don't know. That shit set him way back. We had Frank Sanchez on a certain standard, a certain level, and now I don't know. I don't know. Seeing him be so slow, seeing him not be able to use his feet the way we thought he could as a Cuban boxer, seeing him with a knee brace, I don't know. I think people might not even really give him a shot against any other top heavyweights after this performance. I hate to come down on Joe Cordina, but something told me something was up with him, and 33 years old, never having unified. I found that strange. 33 years old, And I still got to use BoxRec to, like, figure out who's the biggest name he beat. And that's probably Rakhimov. Other than that, you know, I don't know. We've been waiting for a big fight from Cordina for so long, and what he did instead was introduce us to Anthony Cacace. And I think I'm saying that right. It's almost like Versace, but not, right? He really did his thing, this guy. And I loved his post-fight speech, how he had already been a champion to his kids because of the IBO, and, you know, people may not recognize it like that. Shout out to the IBO. You feel me? Let me get that on camera. Shout out to my peoples over at the IBO because, you know, he felt he was already a champ. And even though he said that, like, his last statement kind of let you know that he was just showing love to the IBO and really felt like a world champ after winning that IBF because I think he yelled out something like he's the first world champion at 135. I mean, yeah, at 130 from Ireland maybe. I don't know. I don't remember his post-fight word for word, but it was a great fight and it was a great story for Anthony as an underdog to get that win. He was fighting against everything, fighting against the cheating ways of Cordina. This is becoming a pattern now with UK fighters. First Nick Ball, now Cordina. Obviously, Cordina nowhere as dirty as Nick Ball was. He still has set and holds, you know, he set the bar and holds that record as the dirtiest thus far. But, man, Cordina was trying everything in the book. Everything in the book, man. And the referee just, you know, damn right atrocious. Never took a point. Never really gave any final warnings. Just let Cordina do what he want with that forearm. So many shots behind the head. I just hope that Anthony is okay, because we seen what happened to Pritchard Colon, and, you know, he didn't know basically until the next day his shit was all fucking downhill. So, you know, hopefully Anthony is good and he gets to celebrate and enjoy his win versus, you know, having to go to the hospital and dealing with whatever could have taken place due to all those behind the head shots. Really, it's just a bit unfortunate. Bit unfortunate that these referees don't take more control over these situations, man. But nonetheless, Anthony was an exciting fighter, combination puncher. It was really the uppercut, I think, was the punch that Cordina ultimately just couldn't stop or take all night. Certainly would love Anthony to go back and watch the tape, realize that he could have been doing a lot more body work, stab jabs to the body. He coming down the middle a lot. You know, I was about to call him Corolla. Cordina was using that European high guard a lot. So he's on the earmuffs or covering the earmuffs. He's, you know, you're leaving the center wide open. And that's why the uppercut was so effective. But I just feel like, you know, watching the tape, he'll be able to see that he probably could have did a little bit better, got him out of it a little bit faster. But nonetheless, he's an exciting fighter, and honestly, it's made me want to watch him again. It could be the fact that he was the underdog and what wasn't expected to win. But again, his style is exciting, though. You know, he throws punches and bunches, definitely combinations, and he's patient, man. He's patient. Very patient, man. But let me see what else we got. All right, so that's Cordina. We pretty much let me get to this event one more time. Make sure I ain't leave nothing behind. Oh, yeah, then obviously Alexander Usyk, bro. What can I say? I'm trying not to be a hater, you know. And what I mean by that is, like, we were so close as Team Fury, you know, as people that pick Fury. He just got off the gas. He got too confident, and I can't be mad at Fury because that's why we fell in love with him, the antics, sticking his tongue out, showboating, putting his hands behind his back, but being able to finish. And he did all the showboating without being able to finish. He let Usyk back in the fight for no reason. And now it's hard. Your mind struggles to remember what round was it that Fury almost could have stopped him. Because Usyk then has taken over your memories of what happened. And all you can remember is him arguably getting a knockout in the 9th round. And I say knockout because obviously that is the most controversial topic right now. Everyone is making videos, fighters, announcers, influencers, and boxing fans alike. Everyone has something to say about that 9th round and whether or not the fight should have been stopped, could have been stopped, or the ref did the right thing in allowing both champions an opportunity. I ain't really getting into it. I don't really care in terms of, I just feel like I'm with the ref from the standpoint of they're two champions. You got to give Fury an opportunity. It wasn't Jack Reese, you feel me? So it's not like it's favoritism. I don't see a knockout. You know what I mean? Being out on your feet is Terry Harper. Fury was lifeless for sure, but he was there. And I know that sounds idiotic, right? Like, how are you lifeless, but you're there? But you know what I'm saying. He was there. I don't know. Again, it's a controversial topic. Some are going to want Usyk to have gotten the knockout. Replace the names. Add in anybody. I don't think it's a fair situation on that level when you got two elites battling for all the belts. Fury was in control up until that point. I would have been more frustrated had they stopped it. I'll be honest. I prefer that Usyk won in the manner in which he won because you value it more versus him getting a stoppage that 50% of the people believe he deserved and the other 50 felt Fury deserved the fighting chance. So I think boxing, did everything the way that it should be done, and we got the outcome that we deserve. Obviously, in the moment, I wasn't happy. I was secretly waiting for the judges to maybe get the fix in. Because, look, they gave Fury 114, 113. One judge gave Usyk 114, 113. And then the last scorecard was 115, 112, I believe, because of the knockdown. So, you just never know in this sport. You see certain things, and the judges see it another way. Now, granted, I'm certainly an advocate of what you saw, fuck what the judges say. But in that moment, I didn't mind taking the win. If we could have got the win, I was a Fury fan. Still am. But now I will rep Usyk in all his glory. It's crazy, right? You have to get all the way to this point. What are we, Sunday, May 19th? It took me to realize how great he is, right? And saying it out loud, the story sounds greater, right? 22-0, and the fucker did it twice. And then you did it in the heavyweight division. It's like, you could give Inoue credit and you could give Crawford credit, but at the end of the day, a heavyweight is a heavyweight. We never seen a welterweight go up to heavyweight, man. A welterweight go up to heavyweight. So I don't know. It's something about what Usyk did that just got to give him his credit over a lot of people, And I guess it's easier because he is a heavyweight and, pound for pound is, if they were all the same weight, how would they do? And you have to imagine how a Inoue can do at heavyweight. You just got to see how Usyk can do at heavyweight. Then you got to factor in 22 fights, 2-time undisputed, and the fucker beat 2 of the 3. 2 of the 3, like, beat AJ twice. And let me tell you, AJ's face, I need somebody to send me that timestamp. His face was beautiful. I wish the camera would have went back to him after the win because when it looked like Fury was winning, he looked angry to me. He looked angry. And they never went back to him, not that I noticed. Maybe I was caught up in the excitement of what Usyk did. But I never really noticed AJ after that. And I know yesterday we said we don't want AJ Usyk, but, bro, Usyk ain't hurt AJ like that. Like, and I get it. It was 24 rounds. It wasn't really that competitive, but maybe AJ under Ben Davison is different. I mean, because not with Ben, he put in 24 rounds without getting, I ain't never see Fury that hurt. I ain't never seen him that hurt. It's unfortunate that Usyk couldn't finish him in that moment. I mean, the way he was just ping-ponging around the ring, you'd figure Usyk could have landed one more. But, man, let me not be long-winded because there were so many great fights. Hopefully you guys don't get caught up only in the Undisputed fight. And remember, when you're trying to get me to eat my crow, just remember I picked Baranchek on the betting show. I single betted it. I ain't just telling you, I single betted Baranchek. I told you Brian Norman on the betting show. So when you rubbing it in, don't forget to fucking pat my back because I made you hella money, okay? Because Baranchek was a plus 375 when we locked him in. And I'm pretty sure Norman was like a plus 500 when we knocked him in. So bow down, motherfuckers. Anyway, getting on to Navarrete, who lost. And I knew he fucking would. And let me tell you, I thought he would lose worse. It was still like Baranchek just ain't got the power. We got lucky. I ain't going to take full credit. He don't really got the power. But I'm telling you, Shakur stops Navarrete. Shakur stops Navarrete. And Tank stops Navarrete. Who else? Bro, a lot of people at 35. Let me pull up my rankings because, man, he's good, but he better go back down. You can see it. His belly button looked disgusting. Disgusting. It was a crater. A little bit of water, it would have been a fucking lake. Terrible. He too fat. He's got money now, and I guess he ain't training. That's how I'm looking at it, bro. Last 2 fights, he don't got it. The last 2. But at 35, certainly picking Shakur, Cepeda, Tank. I guess that's it. Maybe Keyshawn. Maybe Keyshawn for sure. So that ain't bad. That ain't making you no bum. I mean, you just can't beat Shakur, Tank. Those dudes are perceived super elite. He ain't beating Loma, so that's another one. I forgot Loma. He ain't beating Cepeda. I mean, so maybe he could contend with the bottom half. A fight with him and Raymond Murataya, I'm leaning Murataya. I don't know if Murataya can do it, but I'm certainly leaning Murataya. Like, he would be my favorite going into the Navarrete fight, and I do think he probably could do it. We'll see how he looks. Because I think he's taking that step up with Tevin. It ain't officially announced. But, yeah. Shout out to Dennis Baranchek, man. Damn, 2 Ukrainians took titles home yesterday. That shit was crazy. I even watched that. Usyk's reaction to Baranchek getting the win was dope, too, man. What else we got? We got, man, Stantilian. God damn. Bro, I ain't even know it was going to look like that. I swear to you. And look, I told y'all his father sent me a goddamn library of sparring, and that's why I went with him. You know, I believed in the statement the father said. What y'all seeing ain't my son. I've seen my son. Here's the tapes. You look at it for yourself. And I did, and he did look like a completely different fighter in those sparring sessions they sent me. And I'm telling you, it was over like 20 of them bitches. But he put it all together last night. He looked the best I ever seen him, so composed. Just almost perfect. Almost perfect, you know. He obviously could have moved more, but I think he wanted to prove something, not only to the boxing fan, but to Giovanni. He wanted to be right there and beat Giovanni at his own game. And we don't know. I'm not going to get caught up in how good he looked. We don't know. Maybe this is the style they need to match him up with. And that's why he looked so good. But that's for another day. Brian Norman essentially is a world champion because Crawford has no intentions of coming back down. At 23 years old, he became a world champ. It's unfortunate that Crawford's holding the belt, because some younger casual fans won't realize that he truly became a champ Saturday night. Some weirdos are going to call him an elevated champ, email champ. But he became a champ last night and made a statement. Listen, I wanted Stantilian versus Boots. And people told me it was going to be another Villa. The minute I posted it on my Instagram at The Boxing Voice, oh, he's another Villa. Boots will run through him. I still wanted to see it. Fights need to be fought exactly for last night. I always thought Fury would beat everybody, and look what the fuck happened. Look what happened. Like, I based so much off Fury being able to take Wilder's power that I never considered anyone else could hurt him because why? Because he got hit by Wilder, and he could take Wilder's punch. And Usyk showed me, motherfucker, that don't mean anything. You hit a motherfucker in the right spot, you gonna cause a ultimate reset to that computer. And that's what we seen last night, man. So boxing just continues to tell us what you think you know, you just don't know. It's great. And you know, Brian Norman was one of those moments. Beautiful uppercut finish. The way, I can't even mimic it, but you remember what you saw. The way that Stantilian fell was like a portion of his body fucking went limp, and then the rest followed. It was crazy. And he really busted him up before the knockout. He had him bleeding. That was a bloody fight. Listen, we all know Top Rank was cashing out that young man. Let's not overlook that. When you call in, let's give him his credit. You remember that. They was going to cut him. You remember that the last two fights looked horrible, and they served him up to the dude that just killed Alexis Rocha. Remember what it is that you saw. Just because he blew him out now, don't act like they was fucking with him. Don't act like you was fucking with him. Remember all the shit y'all talk. That's all I'm saying. Alan Garcia, man, we stood away from that on the betting show. I said it word for word. Like, Wilfredo, I don't know. See, not never. I've obviously, throughout the 13 years now, have learned not to shit on certain fighters or underestimate certain fighters because they come from certain places. So I gave Gary Cully ultimate respect when I seen he knocked out Wilfredo Flores. And I said to myself, damn, I don't know that Allen can do it. I know Allen looked good. I love Coach G. But this is third fight with Top Rank. You know, maybe first or second on contract. The others was auditions. So I was right. As a hunch, again, not trying to pat myself on the back, I went with the hunch that maybe it was a flash knockout for Gary Cully, who caught Wilfredo in the second, you know, called him cold, quote unquote, a phrase that exists in this sport. He sure proved to be durable and went the whole 8 with Allen. But we got to see that Allen's a dog throughout. You know, even though we were chit-chatting, I was certainly watching that fight. And he was aggressive through the whole 8. He was trying to get the stoppage through the whole 8. He'll learn from this, and I'm sure he's pissed that he didn't get the stoppage. But, yeah, he's got to learn to put them together a little bit more or a little bit better. The unfortunate one was Richard Torres. Now we all know I went with Brandon Moore based off the relationship, not skill. I said that. I said, I don't know Richard. I know Brandon. Been in his house, been in sparring, all that. Now that we post-fight, I can talk. I went to the sparring, and I immediately start giving all types of phone numbers. Listen. Call this one. Let's get this one. I was trying to get him the right spawn because I seen he ain't had a right spawn. I seen that the dudes he was sparring wasn't mimicking Richard intensity at all. Not enough. Not the way I would like. And we seen it. It's fucking unfortunate because preparation is so important. How can you beat Richard Torres if you not sparring anybody that's coming at you like Richard Torres? So he had a couple guys there, and out of those, one was okay, but he was not Richard Torres. But he was okay. So I said, bro, don't use this dude for 6 rounds. Let him fight you 2. Take him out. Bring someone in, give that man a rest, because he only good for 2. But at least in them 2, he could be 25% of Richard Torres. And at least you training for that you getting ready versus that 25% version of Richard Torres, because, bro, you can't account for that, his jumpiness, he feinting, that fucking right hook. He's in your face. That pressure is real. People don't understand that, And I hate to act like I understand it because I've only sparred and had the non-sanctioned fights that I had. But let me tell you, even on that level, that shit is real. A motherfucker on you, your heart beats different. These fuckers don't want to learn that shit, bro. And then you get there fight night and it's like, oh, shit, I'm not ready. These punches coming at you from all angles. Richard is so aggressive. Brandon, I don't know what game plan he tried to use. He was kind of boxing. I thought maybe the awkwardness would give Torres some issues, but he never even landed anything of significance on Torres. Awkwardness or not, man. Torres did what he did, and looked as good as he always does. We'll see what's next for him. This was something that we didn't expect because they had just signed Brandon. But, again, respectfully speaking, Brandon was a basketball player turned boxer. So they still treating Torres safely. You know what I'm saying? The leash ain't been off. And it's not. But this is grooming. And maybe when it finally comes off, they did sign the dude that knocked him out, right? He was originally signed with Lou DiBella, Jalalov, but now he's fully just with Top Rank. So maybe they trying to build that up for a future fight and give Richard that confidence that he needs to accept it, because that is the man that knocked him out. But he beat Harper in the 8th, I believe. He got that knockdown or knockout in the last round, and now he beats Brandon. I think a good next fight, which isn't a super rush, is still a step forward. Some might even argue with me, say it's a step to the side, because this person, while he looks the part, he's already lost to someone Torres beat. But I think Christian Thun, he's so big, it'll be good for Torres to continue getting used to fighting big guys. But obviously Thun was stopped by Harper, so big but vulnerable enough that maybe they give Torres that assignment. Emiliano Vargas looked amazing. I felt so bad for Angel Urina. I don't know what's going on with this sport. We have to find better ways of developing a fighter. This kid got his face broke for no reason, and literally his nose is broke. He looked like the Cher's match. You remember Cher, the singer? I know I'm old. She did a movie where her son has some sort of disease. Go look, Google Cher mask. That's what homie looked like. The bridge of his nose, that shit swelled up so much, it was part of his forehead. And that's just not, like, what the fuck? First of all, what am I, as a boxing fan, learning about Vargas by putting him in with a punching bag? And I don't mean that disrespectfully. I mean that metaphorically, because that's all the opponent did. Shell up and take punches. Shell up and take punches. Occasionally, the slowest jab. Thank God. I mean, I guess it looked slower than it was because I never really seen Vargas counter over that jab. I've seen him try a couple of times, but never really catch that jab coming back and come right over the top. But never seen him do it. Not effectively. But the man just looked like molasses in there. It was such a mismatch, and you know, I'm calling for a stoppage. I'm like, bro, stop this shit. Just stop. It's not right to see someone get pounded on like that for no reason. Like, they not on the same level. Like, you literally got Vargas in the ring with his left hand yanking my man's fucking right hand and then trying to hit him with like, he's just practicing moves on him. This shit, I'm like, they got to do better. And I get it. Maybe this guy, let me double check. Maybe Urina never been stopped. So they wanted to see if, no, he'd been stopped twice already. So I don't know. Okay, so he got stopped once before that one. And that had came to some dude we never heard of from Russia. So I don't know. I don't know if they were just trying to see if Emiliano's power was real. But that was brutal, bro. That kid didn't deserve that. His face was horrible, bro. The bridge of his nose, man, I don't know. I hope he got insurance. I hope he's good. That was bad. Moving on, I didn't watch Art Barrera Jr., and I did watch Jonathan Mansour. He needs work. I don't know that they signed him. He's from San Diego. Maybe they just put him on a card to sell him tickets. If this was an audition, he did okay. I say bring him back like you did Allen and give him a secondary audition because he did okay. I'm not saying he impressed. He did have a hell of a fan base, though. Easily had to be 25 to 50 tickets, all wearing shirts. So not only does he sell tickets, he sells merch. Maybe they want to consider grooming him. I didn't see any pizzazz. I didn't see any reason to tell anybody, yo, we got to tune into this next Mansour fight. So maybe it's early. Maybe he deserves a little, like I said, a little more grooming, and that'll be okay. But nothing crazy for me, bro. He didn't do nothing crazy. The stars of the night were Usyk, Brian Norman, Dennis Barancek. Who am I missing? Who am I missing? I don't know, but I'm going to go ahead and shut up. Go out to the phone lines. If anybody wants to call in, give us your opinion on last night's fights, please do so. We got Davidian member for 36 months. Salute, champ. On that prospect level, he says, Alexander Usyk. Crown emoji, 100 emoji. 4 fire emojis. Mad Bet, 100 on that champ level, $5. Daily Dose of Tanquil. Norman was the win of the weekend for me. Came in as the underdog and Stantillion. Yep. Check the betting sheet, bro. It's on wax. Mr. Calderon, $2. I thought Fury was too big and was the new Ali. I thought so too. I said this. But you guys have every right to laugh at me. This is part of the sport. You know, you get it wrong. People want to make you feel bad. But yeah, I said it and I'll repeat it. I thought taking Wilder's power, who could hurt this man? You know, being able to continuously get up from Wilder's power, who could hurt this man? But I guess each fight, while he got up, he left something there. Because we never seen him hurt the way he was with Usyk, man. That was memorable. Brandon in Cincinnati, shout out to the Water Walker Usyk. He's finally out of Loma's shadow according to what? You just put according, laughing my ass off, pound for pound, number one, the guy doesn't know how to lose. Hashtag escrow gate. What happened with what escrow? Oh, he's talking about Drew and the guy we don't want to trigger. King counter for Kerry G. Well, I was about to call you Cherry. What the fuck? Kerry G, good morning.
Yo.
What up?
So, you know what it is. Blue and yellow, blue and yellow, blue and yellow, blue and yellow. Fucking Team Ukraine out here. I had Baranchek on plus 400. So, Team Ukraine did not let me down. There we go. All the way. Great day of fucking boxing. B-sides came to play. And I'm happy for these outcomes because it shuts up all know-it-alls who just want to stick with sure things and assurances. Like, I picked Kabayel 2 yesterday. I liked in that last that card that they both fought in. Frank Sanchez looked pretty heavy against the Junior Fa dude. And Kabayel was bouncing like a motherfucker, so I thought that bounce would get it for him, and that bounce sure damn did. Baranchek fight was good. That guy's a persistent man. Like that's a persistent ass dude because Narate be throwing shit from bottom of the earth, and when it comes up, it fucking hurts. He's awkward and weird. And I still fuck with Navarrete. Still want to see him again. But damn, get a strength and conditioning coach, man. Like for real. Like dude is literally sponsored by the snack program, walking in here with donut t-shirts and shit. Like it's crazy. But I still want to see more of him. Baranchek, he's cool. It's interesting that lightweight has two Black American champions and then 2 Ukraine champions. So I think that's cool. I don't think Ukrainian dudes are going to fight each other. So Loma's kind of trapped in the corner, has to go down the list or face the other champs. So things are set up nicely for that. Apatow thing, I was kind of pretty excited for him, but that Breedis dude is just, he's a beast. He's tough. So I got to rewatch that Breedis Usyk fight because I'm trying to it's not in my memory. And I'm like, how did Usyk fare against him? I got to try to remember that. But Usyk was amazing, man. Crazy adjustment in the 8th round and onward. And he needed it. It was just a fact. Like Fury scored 5 amazing rounds. Brendan Moore kind of fought similar to Fury to me in a funny way, but he was only able to do it for like 1.5 rounds. But yeah, I definitely want to see that rematch for that fight. But back to the Brendan Moore and Torres. Torres is the ugliest hooker in the world. He had crazy cool, he looked so tight and nice with his shots when he was throwing straights, and he did only one combo with straights and was winging those hooks. So if he doesn't tighten that up, dude's getting knocked out. It's just, come on, man. The straights were really nice. He's just falling in love with those hooks, and he'd be open and getting hit. Don't understand it, but okay. Norman, that was amazing. The 2 fights I saw of him did not show that he had that kind of poise in the pocket, taking some crazy pressure from a crazy bully. It was really impressive, man. The kid showed insane maturity, and I gotta tip the hat off to him. He was rolling with he was rolling and slipping, using the momentum of the ropes to bounce his shots back, save his energy. It looked like he lost a bit of energy towards rounds 4, 5, and 6. But when he started landing again, it's each shot he landed gave him life, and the fucking going down with the knockout, being yo, is your parents home, little boy? Where are you? Are you hurt? That was crazy. Couldn't believe that shit. That was picture worthy. He's gonna remember that for his lifetime. Shout out to Atlanta. You got that one now, man. That's really fucking cool. Sorry for the curse. But yeah, who else is on this thing? Oh yeah, Kid Kansas. Happy that he's going up and moving in. really feel kind of bad for Brandon Moore. I'm trying to get that out of my mind. I don't like. It's not like he's even done anything to like win me over, but it's just like I don't know. I kind of like fucked with him. Like he's on his landscaping grind and boxing and shit. I was like, go with yourself, man. But yeah, bro, it was a fantastic Saturday from like just full day on, like slow burn with the undercard for the turkey card, but that top rank card definitely didn't fail to like keep up the momentum going, and that was a hard thing to do after Usyk's amazing performance. Little people chop down big tree. It's going down for him. Greatest undisputed run out of the top three. If you want to be a top five now, like you got to be double undisputed, man. These guys have such an amazing conversation. I personally think Usyk had the best styled run. And even though Crawford's my favorite, like his one fight for that welterweight undisputed, it was just that significant that it had a lot of power over his run. But like anyway, you could try to argue because you say like small guys can be obscure, so like you might not know the greatness of some of the people that he fought. Like who are they? But that Stephen Fulton one definitely was a nice solidification of that. And I do like the Tapales dude, so he had the best second run if I'm trying not to be biased and give it to Crawford. And then Usyk definitely with the first. Country to country to country. He conquered Great Britain, slapped his way through, planted his flag. It's great Ukraine now. I'm sorry, UK. And I fuck with y'all guys. I don't even talk shit about y'all guys, but that was just an impressive performance. If you gave it to Fury, I can't be mad at that. It's to me, it's the most positive controversy you could have of this fight. He was only like 80% graceful with his acceptance of the loss, so he's the top loser for this year. He didn't make any real excuses. Had that one little country jab, but that's okay, man. You gotta let him have that. He's a lineal, and I'm a fan, and I'm gonna stick with it. Talk shit about it all you want. Give the champ their courtesy. If the ref does it, it's okay. I wasn't mad when they gave it to Devin because he was the champ, and I wasn't mad when they gave it to Fury because one thing, he didn't stanky leg. He just kept moving back. And yeah, the ropes held him up or whatever, but he ain't stanky leg and his knees didn't fucking buckle, so I got to give it to that man. Elite recovery, and he was in control. When he took on and got a little bit too comfortable. Usyk made him. Usyk went Ngannou style. They were laughing at me in the back all, but Ngannou style works, man. Those dudes are tall. Fuck throwing straight shots. Just hit him on the crown of the head, man.
That's the bell. That's the bell. I hate to cut people off. I know sometimes y'all don't hear, but we got other people there. That's the bell. We got Mark Nash TV. Welcome to the Prospect Level. And we got King Amin of Essex joining us. What up, champ?
Good morning, TBV. Skipper. Thanks to you and TBV holding it down. Fight chat, crazy. Lots of action to go over. I just want to talk about the Usyk win. Man, with the win over AJ twice and the win over Fury, we have our generation's best heavyweight. And the fact that he undisputed. And guys, this is what made Mike Tyson so special. We know the resume may have lacked, but it was the feat of unifying and becoming undisputed in that era. That's what made it special. And so here we have Usyk, only the second man to go from cruiserweight undisputed to heavyweight undisputed since Evander Holyfield. We had Holyfield in the building for this. When Drew calls, everybody got to give Drew his flowers. Drew kept saying over and over again, I'm not going to go against a man that has the same birthday as Muhammad Ali. Some people don't believe in that sort of mysticism, if you will, but man, Drew was on the money. And those that thought, Antonio Tarver was another one that picked Usyk. And shout out to Troy. Troy asked Tarver.
David Benavidez.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. But it was a great win. I think for a lot of people, the controversy might have been what was it? The 10th round, was it? Because the 9th round. Ninth round, because some people could have scored it a 10-8 round, which would have been a completely reasonable, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, hell of a fight. The rest of the card was pretty good. Opataya, he did all right against an older Brady's, but we still got to see where the cruiserweight division goes. Now, I heard the caller say the top rank card, it's hard to follow that momentum, brother. But Ness, speaking of flowers, that Brian Norman Jr. pick, that was all you. you stood on it and you said the footage you watched and what
Shout
you
out
believe
to
about
James though, because James they didn't get, the father sent me Spawn. He ain't sent nothing to James Benitez in Atlanta. He rolled with him, I guess, because he from Atlanta. He the only one picked him.
And that's a fact. And shout out to the Normans, man. It was a hell of a night, man. Definitely a great night. Shout out also to Anthony Cacace, right? Anthony Cacace. He defeated Joe Cordina and new. So we got some new blood at 130 pounds.
That kid looked good.
Yeah.
That kid looked really good. Now again, Timboski, you got a counterpunch courtesy of Drew, so don't waste too much time explaining or defending, should I say, but we do have to pump the brakes on Cacace. We don't know how good he is because we never knew how good Cordina was. Cordina never fought nobody like that. Again, the biggest name is probably fucking Rockamoff or Edward Vasquez, and now you lose to Cacace. It's like we don't even know. We got to see what Cacace gonna do next, but he certainly looked amazing. That uppercut was just, man, heaven sent. Beautiful uppercut all night.
And fought like he wanted to be the champion. I know,
yes.
They're saying Cordina's weight drained and things like that. Go ahead.
And he fought with everything against him, bro. God damn it. I mean, I know I said it, but did you not have an issue with the referee? I mean, God, fucking Cordina used his forearm. He was like a baby Nick Bull in there. Nick Bull.
Yeah, Cordina got a lot of talk about give the champion his preference. You saw it in that match. The champion definitely got a lot of preference, but still couldn't hold up, man. Still couldn't hold up. So we saw 3 titles change hands last night. And I'm sure it's happened in boxing before, but when you add to that what Loma did last week for the Ukrainians, it's been a hell of a championship week, man, for sure.
Did Baranchek post-fight, because I tuned out, did Baranchek post-fight call out Shakur? Because I see Shakur tweeted.
He did. He called out Shakur. He called out Keyshawn.
He need to stay. I told y'all he need to stay. He need to stay. Now, I do believe that 36-year-old Ukrainian will fight Shakur. That's going to be the biggest fight of his career. There's no reason for him to say no, and he really doesn't have anything else on the horizon.
Well, funny thing is, they asked him if a all-Ukraine showdown for unification could happen, and he danced right over it and proceeded to call out Shakur and Keyshawn. So,
cause it's like, yo, you want me to fight my Olympic stablemate? That's like asking Earl to fight.
It's like asking Shakur to fight anybody. He's gonna say it's his friend.
Everybody ain't his friend. Everybody ain't his friend. He'll certainly fight some of these dudes. Catch him on the right day, he might fight Richardson Hitchens, it sound like, on Twitter some days. We got a counterpunch from Drew for Timboski, and we got Troll Beta with the $50 Sweden. Now, was this a typo, or are you calling them the lightweights? The lightweights are divas complaining about 3 5-pound and rehydration clauses while Usyk beat a 6'7". Ain't he 6'7"? Because you put 6'6". I think he's 6'7" or some bigger than that. 240 ripped dude twice. Oh, okay. My bad for trying to be smarter than you. 6'6", 240 ripped dude twice, which he means is AJ, and then a 6'9", 270-pound man. Yeah, no, man. Listen, it's hard not to respect Usyk on Sunday. You understand? Like, you beat Tyson Fury, then you almost knocked him out. Then you undisputed twice. Then you did that in 2 fights. Then you beat 2 out of the 3-headed beast monster. Like, fuck, bro. You know what I'm saying? You really did your thing. Jorge, remember, 2 months on the prospect level. Salute to TBB. Great week in the boxing. Timboski, counterpunch. I just hope he fucking doesn't retire. It's only 22 fights, but he did look old, like, in terms of grays. Like, in terms of grays, like, all fight week, he looked older than I ever remembered him. But that's just gray hair. He fought like a fucking beast.
Listen, I got a
Timboski.
lot of grays. I ain't as old as people think, man. The grays is just wisdom.
Word.
Timboski, unmute. We need you, man.
Nah, he not there. We're going to keep it moving.
Tripping.
Jay Billy. He fell asleep on us.
Yo,
Jay, give me
Jay
1
Billy.
second, brother.
yo,
Give
yo,
me.
yo. Yeah,
give
go
me.
ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, my bad. Drew got this counter. I'll be right back to you. Don't even leave. This way you just unmute yourself.
Yo, I'm audio.
Straight.
Good morning,
All right,
Drew.
let's give Ness his morning. Thank you for the flowers. Ness gets his flowers. He was the only one adamant about Brian Norman Jr. I thought Santillan was gonna give the hometown fans what they asked for and run and continue on that Rocha momentum. And credit to Norman, man. He made a star, the start of a star-making performance. If he can build on that, and at 23, he's Atlanta's got a star on their hands. Oh man, Usyk, baby. I mean, when's the last time we've had three legit 1A, 1B, 1C pound for pound guys outdoing each other each fight at this level?
It's been a very long time, man.
I mean, I'm not a historian, so I won't say never, but I know that it's a great era for us to be in where we got fucking the best, and they're active, bro. Like the top 3,
active.
4, 5 pound for pound fighters is certainly active.
And it's good for the sport. It's only gonna get better. I'm gonna go a different way with the controversy. Champion deserves to go out in the shield and get the benefit of every doubt. We're all in agreement there. What I don't like is the ref stepping in. Like, bro, you took a long time to step in. Just let it go. There was 10 seconds left. Either let it go or step in early. But I didn't like how he stepped in so late. You know what I mean? I don't care. You could say he could have stopped him or not. Let's just let it end. Let it end. Let him go to the bell. Because Fury, although he was going from pillar to post, I get what you're saying. That's where he was lifeless, but he was still there. He was still there, and credit to both them men. Both of their ability to recuperate and get back on the horse. I think they both have the best ability at heavyweight to take punishment and then just come back. Because if you watch, I mean, Usyk takes it to another level after he's hurt. Like, I gave Fury rounds 3 and gave him 5 in a row from 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you could argue 8 is a swing round, some people, but them championship rounds and from 9 on, Usyk just took over and he went that extra gear. And you got to have that extra gear to beat somebody like Fury. And I don't know. I mean, what do you think? What do you guys think of the rematch? How does that? Who makes what kind of adjustments?
It's hard for me to say, man, because honestly, I'm thinking Usyk might start off faster with the body work, and because he was doing it as a way to counter Fury's jab. But there was a point that, like you said, where he just started dominating, and it was because I don't know if it was because Fury was showboating, but Fury was kind of waiting to land some of those uppercuts, and he was catching them. But Fury, Usyk was adjusting to the power. He was feeling it, and he got stumbled. But I don't know, like, how could you adjust when in those moments, in those championship rounds, Usyk pulled through. Although I did give Fury the 12th.
Me too.
Maybe yesterday I would have thought Fury could do better in the rematch because obviously there's an argument that, you know, he got off the gas, so to speak, you know, that he didn't take full advantage of having Usyk hurt in whatever rounds we thought we seen Usyk hurt. But I don't know what round it was. You know, we were live for fucking 11 hours yesterday. So there was a moment in that fight early where Usyk hit Fury with a straight left, and they did 2 replays of it. The secondary replay doesn't show the eyes. The first replay, and the actual shot in real time, you can see Fury's eyes, and it was something about that moment. I know y'all laugh at me for being a body language expert on YouTube, but there was something about the way he took the shot and his eyes, and the interview we did with Matias, and Matias saying when Haney gets hit, he doesn't look with rage to hit you back. He looks like hypothetically a deer in the headlights.
That's called the oh shit face, Ness.
And that's what I saw. With Fury, he got hit, and I'm like, oh shit. He gave us the oh shit moment, like, oh shit, Usyk has more power than I thought. And then you seen it again. He got hit, and Fury wiped his face like, you know, it was an antic.
That's what I was going to allude to. He's kind of pawed at the nose.
It was an antic that he did, but at the same time, he's like, yo, am I good? And he wiped his face. Then he gets hit again. And he hits his own face. You know, remember? He punches himself and he's like, oh, I'm still, you know, he does the bravado bullshit. And then you got the 9th round where the fucking punch lands and he can't joke. He can't use his antics to buy time. He's hurt. So again, going to sleep, waking up, do I believe there's a world where Fury could get on the gas, beat him to the body, maybe win? Yeah. But I don't know that Fury cannot not get hurt again. Like,
I mean, the story of this fight was the bigger man was walked down by the smaller man the whole fight, and the smaller man not only did he walk him down, but he didn't.
Walk down is not the right phrase.
That's what I saw. He didn't move like with Joshua, but move. He was just coming right at Fury, but Fury was on the back foot. Fury was doing his Muhammad Ali shit. He wasn't doing his Fury Wilder shit, which is, like you're saying, walked him down, lean on him, impose his size, impose his dirty, rough tactics. Fury wasn't doing that. He wanted to show us, for whatever reason, or show himself, that he could outbox the better boxer. I thought it was a mistake, because it gave Usyk lots of confidence. Usyk was coming down at him. Usyk knew when Usyk would come at him and throw, Fury was on the back foot. When somebody's on the back foot, it's hard for them to counter. It's hard for them to get power in their punches. I was shocked at the way that Fury fought, personally.
And I felt like there was a point, too, where Usyk could see, even when Fury was trying to load up, he was trying to use, the right uppercut, you know what I'm saying, from the backhand. Usyk could see it coming. And when he'd step in, if Fury threw it, he'd catch it on his elbow if Fury's trying to go to the body, or he'd catch it and then he'd just go over the top with his right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And go ahead.
But Tyson had a lot of success in the middle rounds. I mean, I remember I text Ness. I'm like, there's an ass whooping. Then, of course, a round later, he gets caught. And, that changed everything.
So much success, but that see, and I said it. He's gonna watch the tape and kick himself. I'm like, damn, look, I got off the gas. I'm joking, and I get it. We had a caller that calls in and says, no, that's not Fury joking. That's Fury's attempt at slowing down the pace, and Usyk realized that and punched through the antics. I still think it's antics. He does it in every fight. Maybe it is secretly a tactic to conserve energy or regain energy. But in those motherfucking moments, if you would have been throwing punches, you wouldn't have lost the fight. Because anytime Fury was throwing punches, Usyk was on defense. He was on defense. He wasn't this great counterer. He was staying on the outside. He looked intimidated because he couldn't get past the fucking range. He just kept getting beat from the outside. Bro, how many uppercuts did he fucking hit him with? Just uppercut, caught him in the air, all type of shit. Like, Fury got off the goddamn gas. But again, I never seen him hurt like that. So I don't know if in the rematch, he might still get hurt. He never been that hurt.
And that's the shocking part to me also, was that Usyk had that pop to almost put this dude out. I mean, talk about saved by the bell, man.
Bro, Wilder put him straight down.
Right.
Like Usyk hurt him. Usyk hurt him to the point where he had no motor functions. My man, his body was light. I swear to God, in one moment, I know y'all gonna laugh at me, but in one moment, I said, is he acting? Because his body had no, his arms, it was like he caught a stroke. So I'm like, damn, is he acting? Like, because he
He
going
was
too
rocked.
far.
And the difference is an accumulation of shots as opposed to one of Wilder's bombs. This was 7, 8, or whatever shots But that first overhand left, if you saw, Usyk was throwing a quick, tricky, almost distraction right hook, because he's southpaw, and then he hit him with that overhand left, and that shit landed like just dirty, stankin' dirty. It landed, and it was, and then his eyes rolled, and you saw him kind of fall into the ropes, and Usyk jumped on him. And from that point on, Fury recovered, but it took him a while. The whole next round, he was still woozy, but he still never, at that point, switched up his tactics from the boxing that worked and be like, all right, now I got to lean on this dude and I got to beat him down. He still didn't do it.
Let me get back to these phone calls. We got a couple counter punches. Tim Boski, you up, and then Jay Billy.
Ooh, ooh.
Yo.
Bro, they was looking for you all day yesterday.
Wagwan, Tim Boski.
Ooh. I'm here. Solo Manolo. I ain't going nowhere. You hear me? Ness. Lippe. Marco Lipit. King Amina Essex. What's going on, fam, to the TBV community? You understand? Great. A beautiful night of boxing yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Upsets all over the place. Well, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Thank you, man. I hope everyone's having a great day. I hope everyone enjoyed what they witnessed yesterday. 25 years in the making of two of the greatest. When I say greatest of this generation's heavyweights, I mean what I mean. You get me? Shout out to Usyk, Alexander Usyk. You get me? To be honest with you, I didn't have no horse in the race. When I say horse in the race, I was going with Fury, obviously. That is my fellow countryman, yes. But I've been a big fan of Alexander Usyk for the longest. You get me? Ever since them amateur days with Sean Porter, Berta the Biev, and many others. You get me? So I'm giving that man his credit. There's too much to say in such a short amount of time. You get me? Because I don't want to fill a bus. I know there's a load of other callers. I want to call and talk about the epic night that we had. But I'm a true, real champion fan of the sport. You get me? We witnessed greatness yesterday. Tyson Fury, he had it in the bag. You know what I'm saying to you? He was doing so well, fighting off the back foot, giving Alexander Usyk a boxing lesson. You get me? He was outthinking him. He was frustrating him. He was leaving Alexander Usyk's brain discombobulated. We've never seen Alexander Usyk reaching over, lunging. You saw the frustration in his face. Listen, man. And then he gave us what a true champion really does. The same way Inoue got knocked onto the floor by Neri, he got back up and made adjustments and whooped on Neri. The same way Usyk, he made adjustments in that ring against one of the heavyweight greatest in this era, Tyson Fury, big 6'9", fucking mammoth of a man. He made adjustments and whooped on that boy. You understand what I'm saying to you? So listen, I could go into Brian Norman Jr. Oh my God, listen. That is one of the best performances. So they writ him off. I had him. Listen, I shout out to you, Ness. You had Brian Norman Jr. Benitez, he had Brian Norman Jr. And speaking of Benitez, King Bourne, Majid, Drew, who else? The Truth. All of the guys that picked Usyk, salute to you. You know what I'm saying to you? You knew what the hell you was looking at. Me, I told you, put the TNT on my body, man, and leave me in the building, man. I'm going to blow myself up with me and my UK fighters. You understand? I'm going to ride till the fucking wheels fall off. That's how it's going to go. You understand? I'm a real fan. And like I said, I know the bell's going to go most probably, but I'm going to call the fuck back in again. You get me? Because there's too much to speak about. Baran check, all these motherfuckers, man. You get me? I salute, man. Please, man. I'm going to call back in and give you another take.
Jay Billy, it's on you. Shout out to Huang in Houston. Also bet on Brian Norman. I would be actually disappointed in you, Huang, if you didn't bet. You bet on all the goddamn underdogs. You don't bet on this one. That would be unfair.
Yo.
We hear you.
Yes, sir. Shout out Ness and me and Marco putting in that motherfucking work. Hey, yo, Ness, man, you seen it. You seen it. You ran with the Norman. You ran with what his dad was saying. And that's what I was saying. I called in twice and was like, man, well, what is he seeing? What is he seeing? Is it a gym warrior? Shit like that. But when the second time I called in, I said, this fight is going to be like that Creed movie. When Creed went to like gladiator school, they threw the tire down and they had to stand in the middle, stand in the phone booth. That's what it was, the whole fight. Like, they was like opposite sides of the magnet, bro. They was not getting off of each other, no diddy. But Brian Norman, bro. Santillion is a tough motherfucker, man. My bad on the cursing, but man, he's a tough dude. We got to give it to him. And I know Ness, you wanted to see him knock him out earlier or knock him down, but he was putting in that work from round one. You feel me? He was busting Santillion up on the inside with those short, compact punches. Yo, I love to see it. Like a star was born last night, and Brian Norman Jr., my Atlanta brethren. Yes, we got him now. We got one. I think it was like to a lesser degree, and this is no disrespect to Boots and Villa. I said this could be his Villa, and I feel like Santillion was his Villa, man. And you know, he finished the job. You know what I'm saying? He didn't leave no food on the plate. And, you know, just shout out to that man, shout out to his father, you know, shout out to them taking that fight and just believing in themselves. And shout out to Top Rank for real, because they put these guys in these matchups. Consequal and Denny last night. Bro, that was a great fight also. But let me give my credit to Usyk. You know, I had Fury. I said I didn't see enough from Usyk. Well, I just seen more from Fury. I seen him get off the ground and go 12 with Wilder and then come back and knock him out and get in the third fight. But Usyk, man, he's battle tested. It was a tale of two fights. Just like Timbo was saying, at the beginning, he was dominating. It was kind of looking like the little brother and big brother. The little brother got his hand on his head, and the little brother just swinging, you know. And then it was David and Goliath in the second half. Usyk came back, you know, and he damn near finished Tyson. I'm not going to say the ref saved him or anything like that. Like, you can say whatever you want to say, but it's boxing, like Usyk said. He won. He got the dub, and we got to give it to that man, man. That was the greatest heavyweight fight that I've seen. In the 7 years of me watching this sport and being a hardcore, that's the greatest heavyweight fight that I've witnessed. And it was everything that it was chalked up to be, man. It was undisputed. Shout out to that man, Usyk. That's how much time I got left. The bell ring?
18 seconds.
Yeah, man, just shout out to that man Usyk. He was talking about he was away from his family. He missed birthdays and his father's passing, man. Shout out to that man Usyk. He's due all the glory, man. And shout out to boxing. It was a dub for boxing last night, man. Y'all keep on putting in that work.
Yo,
I'm
Jay
gonna
Billy.
somebody.
I'm glad you reminded me. I got that clip. I wanted to play it. I forgot
Hold
to
up
show
real
that.
quick. Jay Billy, next time, just keep throwing punches, man. Fuck the bell.
Oh God, I appreciate it. Y'all keep on putting in that work.
Yeah, I want to show this because this was again, you know, last night I'm like mad because he beat Fury, but it's like you go to sleep and you wake up and this dude is 22-0, two-time undisputed, you know, and beat two out of them three-headed monsters, and then you hear shit like this, and this is what, you know, gets you to follow the story and appreciate the journey more, you know. And this is what I'm saying. You long-term Usyk fans, don't take this moment to be so braggadocious that you shunning away new fans, right? Because it's like, I told you, nah, don't jump on the bandwagon now. And it's like, bruh, don't hate on that man's growth. That's how it works. After a good performance, you gain a following. But these hardcores, these hipsters of boxing like to tell you you're a bandwagon because it took you however long it took you to become a fan. No, let the fighter who you've been beating the drum for however long, let him and his popularity soar. Don't hold him back now because you want to brag that you was right. Be right and be happy that Usyk is growing. I go back to Usyk Cruz, 600,000 followers. He beat Rolly, 1.3. That's the definition of bandwagon. Like, motherfuckers jumped on because they seen what he did. Stop hating on people.
You know what else, too? This furthers the actual proof and fact. A wise man will always tell you all of the greats, except one or two or three, but all except for one, huh? Really, except for Rocky Marciano and Floyd. I can't think of anybody else. But all of the greats have a loss if they're fighting the other greats. So you guys got to take that to bed.
let's not forget the mental fortitude that it took Usyk after he was getting whooped pretty handily. You know what I'm saying? And he got hurt a couple times, and he was getting clowned on, to just keep coming forward like nothing happened.
Nah, man, it's that phrase in the sport. It just makes it so much true. Like, hold on. One punch changes the fight, Marcos. One punch. Like my bro, Coach Ibn Kaysen just won. He just won with Sergey Kovalev, what, an hour or two before? He texts me during the Fury Usyk, and he's like, I got Usyk. I wait a couple minutes. Obviously, 3 minutes is around, so I don't know. Maybe I waited a round. Maybe I waited 2. Maybe less than that. Maybe 1 extra round. And I didn't even respond. I got an iPhone. He got an iPhone. I just, boom, did the ha-ha on his ass. Like, ha-ha. Because we seeing Fury beat the shit out of Usyk.
Yep.
And then that next text came back. I told you. Yo, so, shout out to everybody that picked him, man. Y'all deserve it.
One thing I think this did, I think it also put Anthony Joshua now more so back in the running.
Yes, I said that when I opened up. I said, yo,
did you?
Maybe now we want, because yesterday I said, no, we don't want no fucking trilogy, but maybe we do because we never seen Fury this hurt, which means AJ can take Usyk's power. But I get the argument that he's been in there 24 rounds and he ain't really look impressive. So, but under Davison, maybe he could do something different.
I think so. How AJ was looked at as kind of a glass chin, sort of. But now you put things in perspective. Like, well, Fury's the one who's always going down.
Bro,
he's getting back up.
That's the crazy part about this sport, right? It's like you think you know something. Like you said, we perceive AJ as chinny. But he took Usyk shots, the one that fucking put Fury on jelly legs, bro.
I also thought Usyk was way too small to be competitive in this fight.
No,
obviously
that was the running phrase. He's too small. He's too small. And let's be real, motherfuckers, until that punch, he was.
Yeah, but Fury also didn't impose his size.
But
he imposed his...
I think he does. I think he was. He leaned on him. He was keeping him on the ends of the punches from the. He pushed him. No.
He was doing range, but he wasn't wearing him down.
I didn't see the walk down that you said. But let's get back to callers. We got to at least do like fucking 10 straight callers. We're sorry, guys. I'm gonna show this Usyk video just to melt your hearts and make you fall in love with him more. Then we go on to callers.
I work. Missed. I missed Happy New Year. I missed birthday my son. I missed birthday my son too. I missed birthday my.
I love how his other son is my son too. He got 2 sons. I miss son birthday. I miss my son 2 birthday. I love that. So he got son number 2 and son number 1.
Daughter. I missed born my daughter.
So he missed his daughter's birth and another daughter's birthday, if we're interpreting this correctly.
Missed all my
family holidays.
Family holidays. All time training. My focus was only this fight. Now I'm happy. I wanna back home, go to my church, pray. I wanna say, Jesus, thank you, because for me and my country, it's a big opportunity.
My man said, I just want to go back home to my church and pray and say, thank you, Jesus. Man, that motherfucker is trying to melt your heart away. Yo, God damn it.
How can you root against him?
Exactly.
You sacrifice so much, and look at what you gain.
Yo, and that's what I'm saying. Like you go down the list of telling us how many children's birthdays and events you miss, only to say you ready to go home to pray. My man is he's a real one, bro. He's a real one.
Yo, shout out to his wife though too, man, for holding it down.
Held it down for sure. We got Huang in Houston sends $5. He says, I took Brian Norman, so he sent that cut. Salute to you. Salute to you. We got Drew with another counter. Salute to you.
All right, hey, come back to me.
All right. We got Super Mix.
Yo, good morning, good morning.
What up, champ? We hear you perfect.
Let's start this off right, do our proper TBV tradition. I had Tyson Fury, so let me get my crow first.
Give me a sec, bro. We ain't used this in so long.
That was a close fight.
Let me see.
You got to get it out the deep freezer, Max. He ain't even got the shit to thaw.
Word, bro.
Fight,
yeah.
Let me
while he finds that,
I got it.
while he finds that, I'll go ahead and get my. All right, here we go.
Okay, no, I don't. No, I don't.
Has anybody,
lied.
All right, well,
has anybody on the show thought Tyson Fury won?
Nah. He needed, bro, after the 10th, he needed that 11th and that 12th to win. And he didn't do
He got
that.
the 12th, but he didn't get the 11th.
Okay, here we go, Max.
I think there was. I think there was some swing rounds, but I thought it was a super close fight. I got no problem with the decision. Props to Usyk. You know, it makes you wonder how much punch resistance Wilder took out of Fury, because he's been down 4 times out of 8 times. He's been down 4 times in the last 4 years. So, you know, we got to keep that in mind. You know, he's been down a lot lately. As far as the people who complain about Fury being saved by the bell, he's always proven that he has been able to recover, though. So to complain about the ref, when the man has shown that he does come back and put forth an effort both in the Wilder and last night, that's why those refs let those fights go on. You know, you got to give a guy, especially in a big fight like this, a chance to either, you know, regroup and see what he can do. Because if he'd have stopped it just on that, there'd be a lot of people calling for a premature stoppage last night. I'm interested in the rematch, though. Like I said, I don't know how much punch resistance Fury got left, but I also think he was doing very well. He was whooping Usyk's ass. Midway through the fight, it looked like it was going to be a stoppage. Usyk started to overreact really badly to the body work. Couldn't get through that jab. I think Fury just I'm with Ness. Fury was doing what Fury does and just got caught slipping. So I think in a rematch, I actually can see either guy stopping each other. I can see Fury. Fury's going to make adjustments. So is Usyk. They're both high-level boxers. But I think Fury's going to try to use that size a little more, dig to the body a little more, and just keep that right hand up. But Usyk is shorter, so that jumping left hook gave him a lot of problems. We saw Steve Cunningham, a shorter fighter, give him problems. But credit to Usyk, man. You like you guys say, you can't help but like that guy. I appreciate and like both fighters. Ukrainian fighters have had a hell of a week. They're coming up, but the rematch is going to be interesting. I hope we get it. I don't think AJ can do anything with Usyk, but I do believe if he was to catch Fury with a shot like last night, I think AJ finishes the job. I don't know how much punch resistance Fury has left, but I'm interested in the rematch. We could be set up for a trilogy. I hate that the IBF is going to take the belt, but hey, great night. Everybody take your crows. You got to take it, man. That's TBV tradition. I appreciate it.
Hey, Max, real quick. You think Fury, one of his adjustments is to come in heavier in the second fight, or what?
Well, I'll answer that. Hell yeah. You know, when a fighter is being chased, if Fury would have leaned on him and did all those things, Usyk's legs, his endurance would have been down, and he wouldn't have maybe not had it in him to hit him with such a shot. He would have been more, you know, a lot more worn down. But Usyk didn't go that route, so he
But does he make himself more of a target if he decides to put on the weight or come in a little bit more heavy, because then he's got more body. He's a lot slower. I already thought some of those punches, Usyk after a while could kind of see him coming. So, you know, and does Fury have it in him to maintain it through a camp, or is he going to have to go through another fat camp? Those are some of the questions I'm thinking.
Yeah,
like,
I got a couple counters, guys. Let me get to Brandon in Cincinnati.
People's champ.
And that was only one call. We're going to try and get to like 10 callers before we interrupt because shit get long-winded.
Yo, what's going on, fellas? King, Nez, Marco, how you guys feeling? Great night of boxing. Great afternoon of boxing. Hey, I'm going to just touch on 4 of the performances I feel were the performances of the night. If I go over and just run both calls together to counter in my regular. But hey, because I'm about to go for a jog. But first performance of the night I want to give a shout out to is Cacace. I was a fan of Cordina. Cordina's got a style that is very easy on the eyes, very flashy, fast hands, combination punching, very sharp, cocky attitude, talks a little shit, and he got humbled, man. He just went in there and got beat up by Cacace. Cacace just bullied him. He landed that punch that was a little bit after the ref said break, and once he landed that shot, it was pretty much downhill from there for Cordina. So Cacace's a perfect example of why you have to watch this shit. You can't research this shit. You can't always box rec this shit, because if you box rec Cacace and you seen only 7 knockouts on his record, you wouldn't have gave him a shot to do what he did yesterday. But yeah, he did that. So shout out to him for getting that strap. Like I said, I was a Cordina guy and I didn't expect that. But second performance is Kabayel. Man, that motherfucker's on a tear. Probably one of the best 2-fight runs outside of maybe Joseph Parker that in all of boxing. I mean, he's just looking destructible right now, you know? Shit. Going into the fight, I picked your boy, the Cuban Flash, to win that fight. In a close fight, I thought it was about a 50-50 fight going in. But I picked the Cuban Flash and he just made the Cuban Flash look like trash. Like that shit wasn't even close from like the beginning of the fight. So Kabayel, I know they were talking to Joseph Parker saying he might be next for Joseph Parker. That's a good fight. Kabayel and Joseph Parker is something I would love to see. So salute to him, because like I said, between Arslan Beck and now the Cuban Flash, he just fucking shit up. French top 5 heavyweight at this moment, in my opinion. So salute to him. Brian Norman. I was done with Brian Norman. Like, he got on my radar because of the quote-unquote Terrence Crawford sparring and all that shit. They said he rocked Terrence, and so when he got his top-ranked deal, I was like, let me check him out. He ain't impressed me in not one of these top-ranked fights. So I just, like Ness said, I thought they were serving him up, getting him up out of there, and was going to cut him after he got his ass kicked in. Like he said in the press conference, I don't give a fuck about nothing. I don't even give a fuck about myself right now. I'm coming to win, and he fought like a motherfucker that was fighting for his contract on Top Rank. So he got in there and did that. He looked good doing it. The pose after the knockout, oh my God, he got to put that on a t-shirt and sell it. You fucking merch. Put that shit on a t-shirt and sell that shit, the merch. But that shit was awesome. So salute to Brian Norman, man, for defining the odds. What up?
You still got the boomerang from this guy?
What'd you say?
Does Stainless still give you the boomerang?
Yeah, but I said just run my counter punch on my regular call.
You know we don't run the free call when we got all them counter punches, but you definitely got your boomerang, so don't worry, go for it.
Yeah, all good. But hey, yeah. So shout out to Brian Norman for that win. Let me get to the main fight. I picked Usyk to win. I'm the teacher around here, so when I talk, you probably should listen most of the time. But I picked Usyk to win because I said outside of the size, I didn't really see anything Tyson Fury did better than Usyk. First 2 rounds I gave to Usyk. 3 through 6 I gave to Fury. And like you said, 3, 4, 5, and 6, I thought Usyk was on his way to be stopped. I had the Cash App out. I was getting ready to Cash App Bo and LV slugging the money we bet. Speaking of that, LV and Bo, you motherfuckers ain't responded yet. Pay up, motherfuckers. Because I would have paid y'all last night if I lost. Pay up. But 3, 4, 5, and 6, I thought Usyk was getting his ass kicked. Round 7 was a swing round for me that I edged to Usyk, but it could have went either way. So at that moment, I had it 4-3, maybe 5-2 for Fury. Round 8 was a clear clear Usyk round for me. Round 8 was. So I was like, damn, I got it even. But I would understand if you had it 5-3 Usyk. Rounds 9, 10, and 11, obviously Usyk beat the shit out of him, fucked him up. Fury was trying to recover. So at that point of the fight, I had it either 7-4 or 6-5 for Usyk, and I gave Fury the last round. So on my cards, it was 7-5 with a knockdown for Usyk, maybe 6-6 with a knockdown for Usyk. So I had Usyk winning either way with, 7 round years. But yeah, Usyk's just unbelievable, bro. The motherfucker don't know how to lose. Gold medalist, fucking 2-time undisputed, the ultimate pound for pound champion. And I figured this was gonna happen, I just wasn't sold on Fury just being this bigger man. Nah, man, Usyk got the skills to nullify all of that. And it was a close fight. But Tyson Fury had an excellent game plan. The body shots were working. Once the body shots started wearing Usyk down, you seen the feet slow down. Once the feet slowed down, Fury's jab started just not being able to miss. So Usyk had to gather himself, collect his bearings, and then boom, we seen it. So that just shows that this motherfucker's different. The intangibles and the tangibles on this motherfucker is insane. Usyk is a generational talent, man. Generational talent. Right now, I got him pound for pound number 1 over Bud. Hard for me to say that, but shit. You outsized from a motherfucker 5, 6 inches in height, and then 40, 50 pounds in weight. That's the ultimate pound for pound right there, bro. So yeah, I picked Usyk to win. He got the dub. You bitches better pay up too. All you motherfuckers that owe money, pay up. I don't want to hear about no escrow and none of that other stupid shit.
That's the bell, champ. Wow. You see, those was my co-hosts. Y'all seen that? The vacuum man, my co-host. Cannot believe these guys. We got a few counters. Fats, what up?
Yo,
Yo.
no more of that aye, captain, who lives in a pineapple. None of that shit no more. None of that shit no more, Ness. Cut it out.
What are you talking
Cut
about?
it out. All that aye, captain, and all that shit he be on. Yeah, it's over with. Time to take a chill pill, bro. I told you it was gonna happen. He ain't, yo, your boy ain't never had a year or 2 or 3 years where he put back-to-back performances together, good wins back-to-back. You get what I'm saying? This is what he do, up and down. This is what he do. You almost lost to an MMA fighter. You got dropped by an MMA fighter.
Did you watch the fight?
I ain't watched the whole fight. It was a good fight, though, I heard.
So you about to shit on Fury without watching the fight?
Of course, because I already told you he was going to lose. I mean, the outcome is still the same.
Are you not hearing the callers? He almost didn't lose. He the one got off the gas. Like, you got to watch the fight.
He lost by a point.
Exactly. So you calling in here poking your chest out like you right when the score 114, 113.
Yeah. It don't matter. He won by 1 point. What you trying to say? It don't matter.
Cool, man.
It don't matter. You sound like the Loma fans. Remember when Loma lost by a point? They were talking about, oh well, he won.
No, I don't.
I thought it was close.
No, I don't. Because the difference between what you saying and what I'm saying is you trying to make it seem like Fury a bum. You calling in here saying, I told you so. I told you he up and down. No, this was a great fight. This ain't no up and down performance. This was a great fight. You diminishing that because you ain't watching.
I'm not. I'm telling you, your boy never put back-to-back fights together, years together as being the top guy in the weight class. That's all I'm saying. Like, we knew it was coming. Bro. I mean, I knew it was coming. I saw it was a good fight. I'm definitely going to go watch the playback because I didn't get a chance to watch the whole thing. But I'm just saying, all that captain and can't nobody beat him and he the heavier guy and he got skills to pay the bills. I just never saw it. I told you. Everybody thought because he beat. Yeah, I never saw it. Everybody thought because he beat
You gotta
Wilder.
watch the fight. Look how you know how many rounds he had Usyk looking like a fucking. I mean, I literally was like, yo, I thought he could box. Where the fuck his skills at? He can't get past the Mason-Dixie line. Like, you got to watch the fight, bruh. Y'all got to stop doing this, man. Just to be right. Bro, watch the fight. It don't matter that he won. That shit was a great fight.
Ness, I don't like Fury. Ain't no secret. I'm not saying it wasn't a good fight. I heard people saying it should be a rematch. I'm gonna rewatch it. I'm gonna rewatch it because I did see a little bit of it last night, but I fell asleep watching it on DAZN. But yeah, man, no more captain, no more he the greatest thing since Poppy Loin and all that. Nah, son, you is who I thought you was.
You may feel like it's your time.
I appreciate the call.
But it's not your time.
He said no more he the greatest thing. I get it, man. I get it. I knew that comment was gonna rub people the wrong way. It's Fury's fault. He making me look bad. He should have got the goddamn win. Now we look bad for believing in Fury. We got Pistol Parkway Mozzie, $2. Tank ain't Shaq fans, I mean? Who the fuck is Shaq? Or Shaqs? I don't know. Another sport. Let me see if I'm meaning them stop vacuuming and shit. I don't know which one of these fuckers was vacuuming.
No, and then
yo, y'all done vacuuming? Who was it? Marcos over there? You vacuuming? That was you, Marcos? You gonna admit it, or you just like what? Nah, nobody's gonna admit to the vacuuming. Look at these guys. Hello. I mean, are you there? You hear me, I mean?
Yeah, we hear you.
So, we wanted to know who was vacuuming, man.
Oh, ain't no vacuums in my section.
Marcos, that was you? You gonna admit to the vacuuming? Look at his smile, this fucking guy. He had the vacuum in the microphone. Like, yeah, we're gonna fuck everything up.
It's actually a juicer. It's a juicer. You hear it?
Juicer, Lord have mercy. Okay, we got a counterpunch somewhere around here we got to get to. And we got... so what does this mean? Tank ain't Shaq or Shaq's friends? I mean, laugh aloud. Who the fuck is... What are we talking about? There's another sport?
Shakur.
Oh, that's like abbreviation for Shakur's. Okay.
Yeah.
Domingo with the $5. I made a bag off Usyk. I saw Denny's versus Nava, and Denny's was from the Ukraine. I made a bag off him too. Nava was moving up to 135, and the Ukrainian is undefeated. Troll Beta, $20 Sweden. What did you think about John interrupting Sugar? I didn't see that. Did y'all? In the corner? Y'all seen that?
No, I didn't see it.
Me neither.
Hold on, real quick. Speaking of going on in the corner, did you see the footage floating around on the internet? They're making accusations.
Thank you. I got it right here, the screen share. And bro, the internet believes what the internet wants to see. Hold on. Let's see how much in sync we are as long-term friends. You're talking about the Fury Usyk footage where Usyk is allegedly inhaling an inhaler?
Yes.
Okay, I got it right here. But people see what they want to see. But let's see what y'all see before I tell you what I see. So this is the alleged moment. And they're saying that is Usyk using an inhaler. Right there.
What the fuck is that?
What do you see? Tell us what you see. Before I don't want to taint your mind and tell you what I see, and then it's like now you can't unsee what I tell you I see.
It looks like he's just putting his mouth to something. It could be anything. It's blocked. You can't see.
Is it an inhaler though? No, you can see it.
I don't see an inhaler. I don't see
Especially
anything.
once I tell you what it is, you certainly can see it. Let me see, could I freeze it in the moment?
Yeah, if you could do that, because I can't tell. It's blocked.
I mean, care to take a shot in the dock?
Listen, honestly, I can't discern what it is. I legitimately can't discern what it is. Some have suggested that he was just kissing the cross.
It is a cross. Good,
Okay.
good eye.
Do you guys see his boy spitting in his face at the end of the
Yes.
fight? What the fuck?
I
It got
don't
on
know.
the host. The host was like,
Hey, listen, man.
That's wild.
That was wild, bro. And then he asked for it again, like, yeah, do it one more time. And he
some
spit
third
on him
world
again.
type shit. They don't have air conditioning there. They just.
Yo, he's like, bro, hold on, champ. I don't want you to faint. And just spit mad water on him.
They're
Like,
like, they
what
don't have
the
electricity
fuck?
in Ukraine, baby. They just blow.
No,
That's
that
some Bulgaria type shit.
That shit was wild.
And we do it in Bulgaria.
Domingo, $2. Not to mention, Navarrete had surgery in his hand, so I bet. Salute to you, champ. So did I. Kerry G, $5. Anyone with a Union Jack in they flag hurting bad this year. Don't worry, Tim Zoo should bring ya back. Blue and yellow, blue and yellow. Matt in Texas, Wilder and Fury took more out of each other's than we'll ever know. Both fighters' special abilities have diminished since the war they went through. Nah, you ain't lying, because the special ability for fucking Fury was his his ability to recover. So, I mean, and look, we can't act like he got knocked down by Wilder. He got knocked down by Ngannou. Like, these things take something away, obviously, because I never thought Usyk would be the one to hurt him that bad. Not that bad.
But look at what you just said. We talking about two of the biggest punchers in the last, 5 years in their respective sports. And he took punches from those guys.
Yeah. That shit was dangerous. King Counter from Timbosque. We got Kerry G with the $10. Fury is still elite, even at this level. If y'all want to mention decline, blah, 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 it took a unique great having the performance of his life to wrestle control of the fight after 5 rounds. Gypsy sweep. Nah, that's what I'm saying, yo. I can't believe that Fats went that route, bro. Like, DJ Double D, $2. Turkey posted a pic of Fury getting jaw jacked with the shock emoji. Yeah, Turkey's a fan. Turkey's a fan, yo. And that's what I hope he teaches these fighters. Like, stop being so sensitive, because they force not to get mad at him. Because, like, damn, you gave me the bag. I get mad. You ain't even going to bring me back. But that's what he do. He's like, oh, I love Tyson Fury, but he'll show the embarrassing shot that if you post, Fury blocks you and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Can we confirm that Usyk's jaw was broke, like Fury said in the press conference?
I don't believe Usyk's jaw was broke because he did
come back. Didn't look like it.
No, he came back to the press conference, and there's footage of him in the hotel room watching the Baranchek fight. So what kind of broken jaw is that?
Yeah, I agree. When he was speaking, he looked fine, but that's what Fury said.
Matt bet $102. 1 milliliter Fury had it one-sided from 3-7 and 12 close. We going back to Drew's counterpunch.
I'm audio.
Straight.
All right. We back. Wanted to mention something that and Marco and you. I think the win for Usyk proved that the hyperbole coming from Fury in this era of giant heavyweights that they would run through the past eras, we put that to bed finally. Ali, Frazier, Norton, Spinks, motherfucking Liston, all those dudes, Larry Holmes, they'll all compete with these guys. They beat some of these guys. Fury would not just run through these guys. So it brings back to perspective of the natural heavyweight guys from older eras. They're going to compete in any era. So I'm glad that this happened. What do you think, Marco? I mean, like, come on, man. We had really people thinking that
I
won't
front. I'm not happy with the smaller guy coming up and being a heavyweight king. Maybe it's
hater.
stupid. I don't like it.
You're a hater.
He's not a smaller guy.
I mean, technically, you're
He's
right.
6'3", 233 pounds.
But, that doesn't there could be tall guys with smaller frames. The fact that he started lighter.
Lennox Lewis was only
fine.
6'4".
What's that?
Lennox Lewis was only like 6'4".
Lennox was almost 6'6", but it's about the weight. You know what I'm saying? The frame. Like Tyson's 5'10", but he was legit 220. I don't know, something about it. I don't like it. I don't.
But
and
you
I
know
should.
what I mean?
I'm happy for him,
remember
but I
that?
don't.
Yeah, you should. But I mean, remember how they were saying these giant heavyweights would run through the 15-round era guys? Like, nah, bro. After last
I'm
night,
with
like,
you.
nah, man.
But it was impressive no matter
Hey, yo,
what.
you ain't got to say how they were saying. We all know it was me. We all know who said it.
No, you ain't the only one, Ness. You ain't the only one. You got all the other, like, you as somewhat logical and fair and balanced when you talking about it, but people are really going like, nah, man, Fury will run through all these guys. All like, nah, bro. Larry Holmes,
Drew,
all these
I
cats,
would love to see some of these new guys try to go 15 rounds with my man Larry Holmes, one of my favorite heavyweights. Like, yo, let these guys couldn't fuck with Holmes.
Oh,
or
that
take
jab
a
would be like,
shot from Leon
what?
Spinks. 15 rounds with Ken Norton. That's a hard night's work. And like I said, I've reiterated, I will never bet against a guy that shares the same birthday as Muhammad Ali. You know what I mean?
That shit means something to me now, Drew.
The man won the Muhammad Ali trophy. His wife presented the trophy with him. Like, get up, Marco. I'm mad that you're not showing more love to your Eastern European brethren, brother.
Yo, you got a point, man. I mean, I'll tell you, when he landed that shot and he
Marco's
reset.
Dominican.
Yo soy dominicano. Nah, I should. I just something about it, man. Something about it. That's why I never liked Holyfield either. But whatever. They're still great, excellent fighters.
What smoothie did you make today, Marco? That you interrupted the show?
But it's not
Yeah, right? With the vacuum smoothie maker. Salute, Drew. We got King Counter, Timbo Sky.
And Timboski, I know you got to do your thing, but I want you to answer because before Marco got us kicked off the show, I was asking, will Fury, part of his adjustment, be adding on weight? Does anybody think he'll come in heavier in the rematch?
Yes, man. Salute, King Amina Essex, Marco, Ness. You get me? Run me for the 1 count punch. If the bell goes, you get me. I'll tune back in. You know what I'm saying, Fankar? I don't want to go on a mad boxing rant. And as for your question, King Amina Essex, no. I do believe he might trim down a couple pounds. You understand what I'm saying to you? He might trim down a couple pounds. The weight did seem to play a factor later on as the fight was later on down the line. When the pendulum started to swing towards Usyk, the weight did cause, I think, Tyson Fury a bit of a issue. But that's neither here or there. You get me? I just want to call in and that Fats guy, man. Listen, I have no issues, calling out anyone with any hypocrisy and all these type of things, man. Fats, man. Shut. Fuck, bro. You didn't even watch the fight, brother. You didn't watch the fight. So stop with this disrespect on Tyson Fury. Your man lost, man. Your man lost. He lost. Yeah, he lost in a close bout. That's what happens when you fight elites. That's what happens when you fight the best. Someone's has to go, or you get me. You might get battered. That's how it goes, man. This is the sport of boxing. Like I said, man, I'm a true champion of the sport. When I say champion, I'm talking about a fan. I'm a true fan of the sport. My guy lost. I'm here to take all the batterings, all the beatings. Ness, can you give me my crow, please? Because I forgot to ask you to give it to me in my last call. Can you give me my crow, please? A whole plate of it. Yeah. You see, I'm here to take all the batterings, man. My boy came out there, you get me, doing his antics, you know what I'm saying, stretching out that jab, ramrod jab. Usyk he didn't really have an answer for it until he made the adjustments like he did from about round 7 and onwards. You get me? No, sorry, round 8 and onwards. It is what it is, man. Please give these guys the credit that they deserve. I don't hear. Where's Tip Bayless at, man? Hey, CYP, where you at, man? Pay up the money that you owe as well, man. Where are all these guys that talk about, oh, I'm a true fan, I'm this, I'm that? Where are you, man? Did you watch any of the fights? You got guys calling in, discrediting people, and they didn't even watch the fight. And I respect you, Fats, as a caller because you do come in with some interesting calls, man. So no hard feelings. It's just a passion about the sport that I love, the sport that everybody else loves, man. And listen, man, I don't want to get. There's too much to say in such little time, but I'm going to give a quick shout to a couple other guys. My boy Robin Safar, gave me a decent, good bout against Sergey Kovalev. You know what I'm saying? He come a long way from being on Pro Box. Shout out to Pro Box as well. Fighting Deshaun Webster, Chris Chapman, and then you got Mark Chamberlain putting a wonderful performance, knocking out Waba. You understand? Knocked out Waba, putting that boy down. No, obviously, in Nigerian terms, we say wasabi. You get me? In your English UK terms, you say waba. You understand? You understand this?
Nah,
I don't know if you know
the
Nigerian lingo, your Yoruba lingo. You understand?
Yo, that's the bell. You going or you staying?
I'm going, man. Fuck it, man. I'm going, man. 'Cause I don't know when you're gonna come back to me, man. Fuck it, man. You see, this is a great show. You get me? Yes. This is the ESPN. This is the HBO of boxing. Shout out to Brandon Maurice. He is the teacher around here. And I can't lie to you. You go down the hallway a little bit and you'll find me in my class teaching some minions, man. These guys be like birds eating out my hand when I give them information, the real the historic knowledge of boxing. They be eating out my hands. I told you. We saw a great bout from my boy Alan Garcia. You get me? He's a decent talent right there. There's so many fights I need to go over, but you get me? There's so much little time to go over it. You know what I'm saying? You got Ajay. I called Ajay Kabayel. I had Ajay Kabayel for the win. You get me? He impressed me with his educated pressure. And when I saw Frank Sanchez with that fucking knee brace on, I knew it was all over, man. Did he do? Did he go to the gym before the fight, or did he pump up some dumbbells, or did he bench 500 pounds before he went in there? Them motherfucking traps were looking crazy. When did he get there? He shaved his hair. He was bald. I think he should have just kept that shape up that he had before. We don't know, man. But Frank Sanchez could come back. You know what I'm saying to you? This is what the heavyweight division is about. You got Andrew Ruiz, Gerald Miller, Dubois, Hrgovic, Kabayel, AJ, Usyk undisputed. Tyson Fury's not done. This is what it's about, man. Jay Opatea, you get me, a two-time champion now. I hear people taking away what Marius Bradis did in there. They're taking away what that man did in there. He's tough as nails, tougher than a $4 piece of steak. That guy there is tougher than meatloaf, your old-ass meatloaf. You get me? And then you had Joe Cordina, the Welsh wizard. You get me? He let me down yesterday. I've been watching Anthony Cacace since he was getting beaten up on by Martin J. Wood. You understand? I've been watching that nigga, man. So you get me? There's no reason why he shouldn't be the IBO and the IBF champion. I told you, we need to start taking these fighters in. Start taking them in. Start watching boxing. Oh, you stay up 5 in. You ain't got no job. You don't. Yeah. Then you hear what Usyk. Listen, I'm not comparing what I do or what a real hardcore fan does to Usyk, but it's the principle. It's about the moral, about the sport. You make sacrifices for things that you want to do, things that you want to watch.
Why do you imitate Americans to sound so stupid?
Because it's just ridiculous.
Nah,
The
he's
shit
on
that I hear
point.
from these guys, it's just dumb. You got guys that tip fakeless. You fake fan. You fickle fake fan. Wherever you are, Tip, where are you? Because I heard them yesterday say to you, are you going to go back and watch the Dennis Baranchek and Navarrete? Oh, I might if I get home. Nah, nigga, I'm going to watch that if I'm outside, I'm at a bar, I'm at a bitch's house, anywhere. I told you, I love boxing. You don't love it as much as I do. That's fine. That's fine. But don't come up here and start lying to people, lying to the true fans about this and that. No one cares about Opatel. No one's talking about Fury and Usyk. Well, they gave us one of the greatest heavyweight bouts ever in the last how many years? I want to hear your bullshit. CYP, man, cool in, man. I told you, dial in and give us your breakdown on that fight. Pay up the money that you owe, man. I'm tired of you owing money. I ain't paying up. I told you. I'm going to counter punching again. Salute to you guys, man. Keep doing your job, man. You lot working hard, man. Keep putting on for the fans, man. Keep putting on for the sport, man. Ness, King Amina Essex, and Marco, man. Lippin, yes, Marco, man. Salute.
Yo, Timboski, real quick. I know you gonna get I got pull a AWACS on you. Man, both y'all niggas chill the fuck out, man.
No. I'm doing it for the fans of the sport. I'm an advocate of real boxing. They call in here, they slander these guys like they ain't shit. Because if there's nothing to do with America, no one cares. Yeah, we do care. It's boxing, international boxing, man. They had a show. Did you see that concert? They had a concert, man. They had a concert in that motherfucker, man. Usyk, man. Real champion. Real demon. Real demon slayer,
That's
man.
the bell. That's the bell.
It's international.
Let me
This is
see.
from Kazakhstan, Tim. I have no ties with Kazakhstan, but appreciate it anyway.
Engaged fit team. Salute to you, champ. I hope that means that you're like in shape. Celebrating his first super chat on a live. Double salute, because this is the first time you cracked the wallet and you chose to do it with us. And it's $10. We really appreciate you. He says, I'm just tapping in, but I hope the narrative has been, and I quote, it was a great fight. The ref giving a standing 8 was subjective, and Usyk getting the win was fair. What do you guys think about the rematch? That's certainly been my narrative. Mine's, personally, it was an amazing fight. The ref did a good job from the standpoint of not stopping the fight in the ninth. Horrible job by not immediately calling a standing 8 with the first bounce off the ropes.
Oh, you thought the first bounce held him up? That's not a bad.
Absolutely.
That's not a bad point.
He was a ping pong. It was 1 rope, 2 ropes,
Yeah.
3
No,
ropes.
he was an
The
8 ball.
fourth quarter, he
corner
fucking
pocket.
went down. It's like, come on, bro. You could have
Yeah,
been
he was
stepped
bouncing
in.
off the corner pocket.
This shit
For
looked
sure.
horrible. I didn't know if I was watching boxing, ping pong, or fucking pool. It was crazy. We got.
Yeah, I mean,
go ahead.
Nah, I was just gonna say like the fight was close, right? But I think the reason why it's so impressive is because he's a former cruiserweight champion and he came up. Because you know what I'm saying? We're talking like it wasn't close. It was a pretty close fight, no?
Hell, bro, 114, 113, two separate judges for 2 separate fighters. Of course that's close. Even the other scorecard, 115, 112 is close. Think about that. That means no knockdown, it's 7-5.
And there's
That's
a lot of swing
close.
rounds. I had Fury winning by 1 round, but I, the optics of it were Usyk dominating. The last portion of the fight, that's what we all saw, and that's what sticks out. So I have no problem with Usyk winning.
I think 2 out of the 3 judges gave Fury the 12 rounds. So I don't know about that whole Usyk dominating
the
back
12th
half.
round he didn't dominate, but he up until that point, you know what I'm saying? He really put his foot on the gas, and obviously
for
the 10-8.
sure. He turned it around. That's what he certainly did. Troll Beta, $20. Sweden. The rap concert was unnecessary and lame. I didn't even notice it. That's probably when I took a nap, bro. It was too much. It was 11 hours, yo. I had to take 2 naps in Hardin. It was crazy. Shout out to Hardin Studios for always hosting us for the big fight chat. They love boxing over there. They sponsor certainly a lot of the big boxers. They had Earl, Tank. They got Tank again. So, yeah, they doing a thing. We are now going to G-Von on the counter. What up?
Yeah. Man. Shout out TBV. Another beautiful day in boxing, man. Beautiful day in boxing. Hey, remember on Friday I called in, right? Because you guys were talking about Floyd and Tank. And I said, man, fuck that shit. We got Undisputed. Undisputed. This shit hasn't happened for what, almost 25 years or some shit. And that's what the fuck we needed to be talking about. And shout out to having that high level eye. You know what I mean? Because I told people Usyk was gonna win this shit. I called in. You know what I mean, I was telling you guys about how Fury was looking away at the weigh-in, reminding me of Crawford and Spence. You know what I mean? And we saw how that turned out, right? And the thing is, Usyk, since the day he stepped into the heavyweight division, has been called too small for the division. But he went on to beat the 2 biggest motherfuckers there is in the division. You get what I'm saying? Like, two division undisputed. Like, the motherfucker has just shown that he's that fucking guy. You get what I'm saying? And shout out to the fact that I believed in what the fuck I believed in. You know what I mean? Shout out to my guy out there taking the bets, because, in California, they're weird with the DraftKings, FanDuel, whatever the fuck. And, you know what I mean? He told me, are you sure you want to put that bet? Plus 800, you know what I mean? Fury knocked down, Usyk wins by decision. I said, man, put the bet. Like, don't worry about it. You know what I mean? It is what it is. And yeah, man, another 1,000 plus up. And hey, it's been a good month up more than 15 bands for the month, man, with Ryan, with Usyk. I wish I would have put some money on Bellet. What the fuck was the dude named fighting Navarrete? Like
Baranchek.
Baranchek. You should have watched the betting show. Should have
Hey,
watched the
look.
betting
Hey,
show.
hey, man, you right. You right. I should have watched it, but fucking once the second round was in, I thought to myself like, nah, this dude is way better than Navarrete, and I was thinking like I should put some money real quick, but didn't get to in time. It is what it is. Could have been some more money, but look, hey, man, shout out to the fact we got a fucking undisputed heavyweight champion. You know what I mean? It is what it is. The big guy. I mean, the big guy got beat by the better guy. It is what it is, man. Usyk really fucking proved his fucking skill, and it is what it is. I personally feel like anybody who feels like Fury should have won that shit is a Wilder fanboy. You know what I mean? Because even before the fight, that's that's the fucking vibe that I got. Anybody going for Fury are the same dudes that thought nobody could beat Wilder. You get what I'm saying? So you just gotta put your emotions aside and see boxing for what the fuck it is. I called it. I seen it. Put the bet. Made the money. And it is what it is. Just waiting for the funds to come through.
Let me ask you real quick though. Could it just be that some people felt that Wilder was such a worthy opponent? If Fury was able to beat Wilder, then he could beat Usyk, or you know what I'm saying?
You may feel
I
like
mean,
it's
it
your time,
could be, but I just
but it's
got
not
the,
your
you know,
time.
you get the vibe from people. Wilder
That they
was
was more
their guy.
anti-Usyk.
Yeah, man. But I mean,
Nah, I
shout out
get
to
it.
you guys, man. I'll be checking in later, man.
All right, champ.
No
Appreciate it. Counterpunch from Fats.
Fats, what up?
Yo, fat. What I tell you, Didn't I tell you he was going to drop that big goofy ass motherfucker? Didn't I tell you that? Didn't I call in and say that? Hey, Ness, I told you it was going to happen. I told you it was going to happen. But I had to call back in here because my man Tim Boski, man. I feel bad for him, man. Another UK bite the dust. This boy Usyk, I mean, he on a United Kingdom rampage. I mean, that's AJ twice. That's Dubois. That's Fury. If Fury won it again, he can get it again. That'd be Fury twice too. Who else? Who else he beat from over there? It's another dude name I'm forgetting. But next got the boxer Rex up. I'm pretty sure he know what I'm talking about. He know what I'm talking about. That dude done beat like 6 UK dudes, man. Tim Boski, y'all need to get back or something. Y'all might need the army. Y'all might need to get the army together, get the police crew or something to take this dude down, man, because he own y'all. You get what I'm saying? When Usyk come over there, throw rice at his feet, Tim Boski. When he come over there, y'all throw flowers at his feet when he come over there because he own that town. You get what I'm saying? But I meant to call back in because I forgot Baranchek beat Navarrete.
Yes, sir.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I'm telling y'all, I told y'all that shit. I knew he wanted the goods the minute he couldn't stop Kunsakow, man. I watched Kunsakow entire camp, watch him get dropped every goddamn day, and then Navarrete went in there with that fucking alcoholic body and did the bullshit. I said, never again.
Man.
Never
he
again.
Got beat by IHOP Benny's. That shit crazy, bro. Like, now what's so crazy is, yo, Loma really gonna fight now, because ain't he from Ukraine?
Nah, they teammates. That dude called out Shakur.
Okay, cool. Oh, cool. I like that then. All right, now, because now Shakur can get at least one of the belts, because dude talking about he need to take time off, and what's up with yo Lomachenko? Like, he think he can just keep fighting once a year and hold up belts and
I mean, Gary Russell did it. Gary Russell did it.
I mean, yeah, but that's why he's semi-retired. That's why he been talking about for the last 2 years he gonna fight somebody. Ain't never fight nobody. Ain't nobody taking him fucking seriously. But I feel like Shakur need to get one of them right away, either Denny's or Loma. I would like that unification fight. I definitely watch that shit. But I appreciate the call, man. Hey, Tim Boski, y'all gotta get y'all get back.
Now Shakur going a little Ukraine tour, huh?
Yeah, you feel me? I would like that. I would like that. Denny's and Loma. I feel like that's cool, man. That's cool. I appreciate the call though.
Nah, I don't want Denny's and Loma. They teammates. It's literally
No,
Usyk.
You may feel like it's your time.
He said Shakur fight both Baranchek and Loma.
Oh yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's how it would go, because it would be Shakur getting the smaller the lesser version of Loma and Denny's, and then Loma got to get that get back for the team. So then he get Loma. But I'm just going to say, remember this date, Sunday, 5/19, 8:06 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We are okay with Shakur fighting Dennis, then fighting Loma, which would be 38, right? What time, how old would he be? I'm asking for a friend. Not because some days you get these guys, oh, yo, he's 40 years old. It's like, so certain fighters is old, certain fighters is not old. Again, we got to get rid of the word cherry picking because they all do it. Get rid of the word old because they all fight old people.
It's matchmaking.
And we never going to get rid of the word narcissistic, conceited, none of that. Pat myself on the back because I forgot to say I also said word for word on my betting show, my strong recommend is Robin Safar. My strong recommend is Robin Safar. I said, I'm sorry we waited so long, and now he's minus 150. But still, y'all still, even though the betting line say he was favorite as a minus 150, which is tight, not a huge favorite, you never heard of him, so you might have not picked him. But I told you my strong recommend. I told you I seen that dude. I told you Kovalev was moving up, and I know this dude, bro. That dude be sparring Christian Carruth. And, you know what I'm saying? Carruth needs to keep working with Bomac, is what we'll say. You know what I'm saying? But he's young. Safar's more experienced, more seasoned. Plus, he got Ibn Kaysen. You know, Ibn don't like to sell nobody, but he's Hassan Rahman's brother, blood brother. Mother and father. He just want to make his own name. You know what I'm saying? He's also the trainer of Cody Crowley. You know what I'm saying? But now he's on the scene. He got Robin Safar. First time under the lights, shine bright. The next one could be Cody Crowley. You know, a lot of y'all counted out Brian Norman Jr. Just saying. Chick Ciccarelli with the $5. He says this was a win for Ukraine team member who took the nasty headbutt from John Fury. Now sit down, John, and shut the hell up. Laugh out loud. Rolling on the floor out loud emoji. We got James, $5. James Bash, not to be confused with James Benitez. Based on what the caller said, Usyk is beating UK heavyweights because we got no significant heavyweights in the U.S. He got to go against the best. All right. I think up next is Troy, I believe. If you're watching this on YouTube, absolutely free to hit the thumbs up. And it's also free to subscribe. We're trying to get to that goal of 1 million subscribers. It's going to take us some time, you know. But right now we're on 219, 154. So I'd love to get to at least 219, 500 by the end of this show. Troy, you got to unmute?
I was waiting for you was done spitting your bars. You act like I don't do this.
You a champ.
What's good, Troy?
You the champ. What's good what I mean? What's good with my man Marco with the New York jersey on with the Barclays? Thinking he the chick in the back looking at him. You didn't get her though. Hey, listen. Nobody ever thought that Usyk was gonna walk down, dude, and get busy. Cause I kept asking everybody how was he gonna get past the jab because he had never used that style in the previous fight. And that's what it takes to be great. It takes someone to have an all-time great boxing style. Another thing, Fury still has an amateur mentality, not as far as his technique, but as far as him getting his shots off and watching his work. If you box before, they call it stop watching your work in the amateurs. After you do something nice, you don't fucking play for Undisputed, bro. But when you know you got the rematch in the thing, you do what you want and you get the payday on the second time. Uh, Another thing, if you're fighting a left-hander, why are you walking towards the left hand after you get hit with a 3-2 to make you do the fucking stanky leg, wake up and take out that trash like Craig on Friday? Like, why are you walking towards the left? You're supposed to have an IQ, Fury. That was clown shit. Like, if you walk towards my left hand, I'm going to knock you out. Fury's been knocked down multiple times before, in multiple fights. So him getting knocked down is not nothing new. He has one of the best chins. He took 3 fights with Deontay Wilder, one of the hardest punchers. I just don't care what nobody say. He's a hard puncher. You know what I mean? And then it was all about seeing what Usyk had. And Usyk showed us what he got by fighting someone who fought. Yes, he fought Deontay Wilder 3 times and was on the canvas 5 or 6 times, like three or 4 times, bro. You gotta just take that into account. Deontay Wilder is a puncher. So it don't matter what he doing now. I mean, he got 50 some knockouts, bro. So yes, they both fought some good guys. It was a great fight. He only won by 1 point. And listen, if they would have said Fury, people would have said Usyk won, but
Nah. People would have got mad. They would have said Fury.
but them is the niggas who don't know shit. With the judges, 3 different judges subjectively had it by
Yeah, but
one.
the
One dude had it
knockdown.
one dude, and it was the not. It was the. And this is my last point before my time is up. When you get hurt in a fight, and like Fury got, and you're still showing signs of defense, it don't
You may
matter if
feel
you're
like it's your
moving
time,
from rope to
but it's
rope.
not your time.
I'll let dude done, and I'm done after this. It don't matter if you're moving rope to rope. When one thing Usyk didn't do is go to the body once you hurt somebody to the head to stop them in their tracks. Then you finish them to the head. Fury was still kind of slipping and sliding. It's when he hit the corner, he didn't have balance. It's an automatic knockdown in the standing 8. And that's real boxing. Because we're gonna let both gentlemen go to the scorecards. Hey, listen, I appreciate y'all in the fight show with Jardine. Hey, man, you need to put me on, nigga. I'm the one who was
You
delivering
don't be
smoke
coming
first, nigga.
out. Come out, man. You need to
Hey,
join us
nigga,
in
I'm out with you,
studio.
nigga. Hey, listen, I'm out with you, nigga. I'm coming out there. I'm not playing with you, Ness. I need to be put on with Jardine. We gonna be in the booth. Fuck on the panel now. I fuck with the panel, but I'm about to come in person.
All
Shout out
right.
to my nigga, shout out to my man Danny, man, and the other guy you had present, man. I appreciate you.
Oh,
God
Madison.
bless. One.
For sure.
Madison, one yourself.
Nah, Madison was definitely more energetic than us. That was tough last night. That was no joke, doing the whole thing. Like I love Atlas Sheik cards being that early for me as a West Coaster. Like, 9 a.m. is cool. But having that top ranked one on top of that shit. And I woke up at 3, bro. I need some ZMAs, man. Victor Conti, can I get some ZMAs, bro? I can't stay asleep. I woke up again today in fucking 4 hours, man. This shit ain't. I need to stay asleep. I can't stay asleep. And it's killing me because, fuck, you can't do no 11-hour stream on 4 hours. It's impossible. And I went for a run at like 7 in the morning. Shit is crazy out here. Joe, what up? Did I say that
What
right?
up?
I said it right?
Excuse me.
Because I went with the
What's up, man?
memorization.
Yeah, you right, bro. Appreciate you.
All right.
Man, blessings to y'all, man. Appreciate the show again. Prayers to my people in Houston still, man. A lot of us without power or whatnot. I'm actually sitting in the car trying to charge my phone, bro. So, and this is actually one of the few times I've actually gotten a decent signal. So I didn't get to watch too many of the fights. I did get to see a little bit of the highlights. I did watch the Brian Norman fight. He definitely impressed me, man. I don't think that Santillan fought the best fight. This is one of the few times I actually agree with Timothy Bradley. And also I hate watching highlights because that's exactly what it is, a highlight reel. But it did show some good on both sides. So and I see it as Drew, I thought his soul left his body, man. Like I don't think he had, like you said, he had no motor skills. Like he was out of there. Like old boy just said, he was off balance. He was off balance from every punch that landed. He didn't have no control of his body. He couldn't do nothing, man. And being real, Ness, man, you some of your callers, bro, they have a deep disgust within themselves, man. Like I don't know where their hatred come from with people, but it's horrible, man. But I thank you for the show. I thank you for everything y'all bring here, man. Y'all help my days go by. I was at and the only reason why I got a little service, I wound up going to the baseball game with my son. So I went to the Astros game with my baby boy. But man, thanks for the show, man. I did it. I was listening to you also on there as well. So I had my phone on ESPN Plus, and I had his phone on the YouTube. So I'm going both ways. I'm listening to your play-by-play, and I'm listening to I'm watching the actual fight card. But thanks again, man. I hope y'all have a great day. Be safe, fellas.
Appreciate you, man.
brother.
Thank you for the kind words. Obviously, man, your lips to God's ears, man. We just doing what we love, you know. We would love to have Bo back in studio, get Amin in the studio. You know, we just need the growth, man. That's why I say Joe Rogan, right? My man was able to buy his own fucking building, got the crazy deal with Spotify, and put people on, man. We got a bunch of callers, so we just need you to go ahead and hit that thumbs up button, man. We're going to keep these phone lines moving and get into everybody's reaction. We got SDX Renzi. What up?
Yo. Shout out TBV, man. Shout out TBX. Ness, I ain't gonna lie. I'm literally at the ATM right now cashing out from last night. It was a good day of boxing. I gotta say,
It better
boxing
be
got
Baranchek.
it. Huh?
It better been off that Baranchek pick.
Hey, all the way down the list, I hit my first one off of your strong recommend. Safar got a little change off him. I just sprinkled on him. I also sprinkled on Kabayel just because I really liked his last fight. I sprinkled on
Shout
him.
out to you. Wasn't he an underdog?
I caught him late. When I caught him, he was plus 120. You know me, I mostly do live bets as of lately, and I caught him at plus 120, but it was a small sprinkle. I really didn't start to hit until it was the Anthony guy. I caught him at plus 350, got a good sprinkle. And then
Damn,
Usyk,
what state you in?
I live in Boston.
Damn,
I live in Boston,
I don't
so
get live
I
betting,
could do it
bro.
straight off the phone. DraftKings straight off the phone.
Fucking.
But
Talking
what
about all
really,
these sprinkles, boy,
took
you
it
got
home,
that
Jay
shit dripping, Holmes.
Benitez. Shout out to motherfucking Jay Benitez out of Atlanta, man. He told me that Brian Norman was bringing them belts back to the A. You know what? My home. He said he gonna do it. So I called Brian Norman at plus 1100 next live.
Damn.
It was like they didn't believe in him. The shit kept going up. It kept going up like as the fight was going. I said, what they really don't want to give it to him. The same thing with Baranchek. I don't know why the bookies was like really not fucking with them. They winning rounds, they doing what they do, and they kept going up. So I sprinkled on both of them, and at the end of the night, man, I walked away with more than $1,000 off of like 30. So, you know, it was a good night of boxing. They got it right. As far as the heavyweight card, though, you know, I feel like I said, that it was perfect, man. They fought it out. They did give Fury the love with him bouncing off the ropes and shit. But, you know, this was a mega fight. 25 years of a heavyweight undisputed. I feel like that was fair to do. Give him a chance. And Usyk still showed and proved why he deserved to be the champion, man. So that was good. But that last fight of the night, though, with the Navarrete shit, I really didn't know who they was gonna get that fight to. I really thought they was gonna fuck Baranchik, but still they got it right. Shout out to boxing, man. Continue to give us these good fights. Continue to give us the right winners. You feel me? Shout out TBV, man. Shout out TBX and all my constituents. I'm gonna show my percentage on the Cash App, Ness, for the love, just for the community. Keep growing, man. Keep doing what we
that's
do.
wild. That's wild. I just want to say, hold on. You ain't listen to the betting show because you out here giving James Benitez credit for going with his fucking neighbor. He's from Atlanta, bro. Like, that's just like, you ain't listen to the fucking betting show. That was my strong recommend, and I told y'all why. I had over 20 fucking spawns sessions his dad sent me, bro. His dad never lied. His son is a different fighter than what we had seen. You know, the issue is that you had to believe whether or not he was more than a gym fighter, because people like to say those words. When you are good in the gym but you can't perform under the lights, they call you a gym fighter.
Before you go to the next call, and that's my computer's about to die. I gotta cut up out of here.
You the man.
King Amin of Essex 1 on IG, King Amin of Essex 1 on Twitter, Championship Rounds on YouTube, and always the motherland, the boxing voice. I'm out, Skip.
Appreciate, as always, man. We rocking out, keeping the phone lines moving. We got CYP counterpunching, cutting the line.
Yo. We can end this once and for all. Once and for all. Since people want to call in about a bet they don't know, we could put a poll up and we can get the evidence to go. And if the audience says, I owe the man, I pay the man a day. But the problem is, somebody don't want the evidence to be said. But if you down with that, I'm down. I'll pay him 30 seconds after if the crowd say, damn, CYP do owe him. But I seem to think when they hear the evidence, they're going to realize he tried to play all of us. But is that something you're willing to do next, or you just want to not talk about it, but let the caller still say I owe money?
You sent it to me?
No. I'm going to do that all right. I'm going to do it right now, but I got to get confirmation from you. It's your show.
What do you want me to do? You want me to screen share it?
No, you could do that too. And I just want you to put a poll up. So when everybody sees how everything went down, if they say, nah, you owe him, I'll pay the nigga. Ain't no big deal to me. I feel like there's some shady business going on here.
Again, man, I think the best solution is what I said yesterday. That shit originated in the back call. Y'all vote amongst each other. That's where he accepted the bet. That's the only claim of accepting the bet that he has.
Yes, we have a bet tracker on Discord. That's where you accept bets. On the bet tracker, it's made strictly so we don't have problems like this. Everybody thought that's where he accepted it. The nigga lying. He didn't put that back there. So, like I say, it's a lot of shit going on that he's leaving out. He know he did not accept that bet for real. He was just talking. And that's why 3 days went by. We talked on the back call for 3 straight days. He never said nothing about no bet. The man didn't say nothing about a bet until Fury lost. Come on, man. You ain't playing me. Cut it out.
I don't know, man.
Won,
the one thing I can tell y'all
I don't even know.
The one thing I can tell y'all is both of y'all have never been cheap with this show. So $100 for neither of you doesn't seem like a lot. I don't know why y'all having this issue, because you allegedly both trusted each other enough to do it without deposit.
The only reason I don't trust him is because we set the bet tracker up for this purpose. The only reason I don't trust him is because he talked to me on that back call for 3 straight days and never told nobody we had a bet, not even me. The whole day of the fight, he never mentioned that we had a bet until Usyk won, which means if Fury would have won, I wouldn't even know this nigga bet me. I would have no proof he bet me. So I ain't never met Drew. So he didn't tell me that for 3 days, but he about to tell me, oh, I owe you money. Come on, man. Cut it out. Man, CYP gone, dog.
All right, and that was CYP's breakdown of a fantastic weekend of fights.
You feel like it's your time.
Where we
But
had
it's not your time.
Brian Norman upset, we had Dennis Berenches upset, and shit, for quite a few people, even himself, that he continues to ignore, Fury got upset. My man talked about himself. I say I'm a narcissist. Ain't nobody more narcissistic than my man CYP. We gotta love him though. Again, I think the best solution is the back call. Y'all be knowing what's going on back there. Y'all know whether or not Drew lying or CYP lying. Y'all vote. Y'all do it. Y'all tell us how that went. And, we keep it moving. We got, I'm assuming this is G-Von because, you You be having like 7 different names every single day. Hello? Hello? You got to unmute, sir. Sir. Okay. You're not there, my friend. We're going to Unbiased Brim. Buenos dias.
Hello, hello.
Buenos dias.
Buenos dias.
Is you there or did you blow your speakers out? Ear?
Say what?
Oh, you got you
Can you
driving
hear
or something? I mean
me?
you chopping up. Chopping up.
On my Gucci? On my
Whoa.
Gucci?
Not really.
Hold up. I should be good now.
Yep, you ain't lying.
I had my bad because I got in the house and I didn't turn my Wi-Fi on. My fault. So first and foremost, shout out to a wonderful day and night of boxing. Now I'm not gonna get braggadocious because there's weekends that I don't have great weekends and I'd be wrong. But this weekend was probably one of my best weekends. All my upset picks in the house. Shout out to Brian Norman Jr. Proud of you, young man. But at the end of the day, I've been saying for years, Usyk will beat them all. Tyson Fury, I'm gonna give him props. I'm not gonna talk mad trash about him or none of that. But I said when it's all said and done, Wilder and Fury would be a great little 3-fight trilogy, but it would be amongst two guys that will say that they weren't the best of the era. They were great for that time, but they were still just a little bit below the best, and that is Usyk. Shout out to Usyk. Congratulations. And I can't wait. There's more great boxing to come, and I ain't got no more time. I'm done. Y'all be blessed.
All right. Appreciate you. We got the truth trying you again.
Yo, Ness, you can hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I was talking before. I don't know what was happening. Hey, man, they call my name is the truth. They call me the lie, but I never gonna cry, man. How you feeling, Ness? How you feeling against on your upset right now, man?
Nah, I'm good, man. I got quite a few,
You good?
man. I mean, again, I don't want to brag, but I'm bragging. Robin Safar, Dennis Baranchik, and Brian Norman, those are upsets because even though Safar was a money line favorite at the time of the bet, nobody don't know fucking Safar, man. They seen one fight on
We
Pro
don't.
Box. They can't act like they knew for sure he was gonna beat Kovalev.
Hey, nah, for sure, cause I wasn't even home for the weekend. I was at Airbnb. You feel me? Little party with my peoples and shit. And as far as like Zafar, when I tuned in, it looked like he was Kovalev was struggling. I said, "Oh shit!" Then
Hell
you
yeah.
feel me? I was drunk, turned back in, and then I seen fucking Opatai getting his ass mollywop. You feel me? Even though he was able to get past the fight, he was getting his ass touched the fuck up. You still hear me?
Yeah, I hear you perfect. You sound clear.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So I was just like, man, this the guy that motherfuckers been hyping. Like, I don't really pay attention to the cruiser heavyweights, but I'm like, as of lately, since they've been popping off with you feel me, Mr. Alex Cheek, I'm like, man, I gotta start paying attention to people more. So I'm like, man, Opatai a little overrated. What do you think of his performance? Hello? Hello? That's lie.
True, I hear you, champ. My bad, I had my mic muted.
Oh yeah, shit. I'm like, what the fuck? I thought my shit was fucking. I said, what you think of Opatai's performance?
I'm glad that you brought it up because I've been holding on to this screen share. I think Turkey Alashik needs to give my guy an opportunity. F.A. Atoba Apucci. Let Apucci go in there, Go to Saudi and clean this motherfucker up.
Bruh, that man went life and death. That last fight yesterday,
And it was
bruh. I think
boring. And it was boring. To me, it was boring. Like I fell asleep. I had to rewatch. That shit was boring. I don't know.
I watched it in the middle and then I turned it off. I came back and then I was just like, damn, this motherfucker. Even though he got through, he was struggling. Like he was really. I thought he was a monster. You feel me? I thought he was taking heads off. Motherfucker was on the back foot, just trying to hang in there. But as far as everything else, I'm gonna give a small shout out to Tim Boski. He been calling that Kabayel upset, man. You feel me? Everybody had Sanchez. You feel me? So I give him that one. But hey, man, don't come around here popping yo heavyweights. We got all the
You may
heavyweights,
feel
nigga.
like it's your time.
You feel me? You
When
feel
it's
me?
not
But
your
hold
time.
up, build me, cause I gotta pop my shirt real quick. Yeah, don't come over here trying to talk about your heavyweights and y'all got heavyweight division and yada yada yada. Nah, and niggas is getting touched up right now. You feel me? You hopefully in the rematch you could do something. You feel me? I told them the Brookhand was giving them nightmares. But I'm agree with what Troy said. Troy said that Tyson Fury was watching his work. I had tuned in around like the third round. It looked like he hurt Usyk to the body like 3 or 4 times within like the first like 5 rounds. He hurt like 3 or 4 times. I seen Usyk hurt to the body, get on the back foot, start trying to get on his toes and shit, breathe. And Fury would just let him just throw a lazy ass jab, and I was just like, bruh, do you not see this man is hurt as shit? You feel me? So a part of it was that he kind of let that happen to him. He let Usyk get his win back under him. But I'm gonna also say that Usyk had a lot more grit than I thought. That motherfucker is a little dog. I seen him get caught with a 1-2 with that straight right hand straight to the face. He smiled. I don't know if it was the camera angle, he was just breathing hard, but it looked like he smiled at Tyson Fury and kept coming forward, slipping punches and shit. I said, oh yeah, he coming for him. When was the knockdown? Was it the seventh or was it the ninth round?
Ninth.
Ninth. It was the round after that. He fucking left hand came out of nowhere, bruh. Was bouncing around, bruh. I was mind you, nobody around me was watching box. I'm watching this shit on my phone. I'm like, oh yeah, he about to fucking stop him. He about to fucking stop. I'm ecstatic. I'm screaming, but I'm like, you feel me? The ref should have said, you feel me? Caught him. You feel me? That second time he bounced on the ropes, I'm surprised he even stood up. He got hit with another 3-2. I said, God damn. Ref save him. I was screaming, ref save him. But hey, I'm just glad it went to the right man. Shout out to the Pick'em League. You feel me? I picked literally split decision because I just thought, you feel me, Fury would make it a tough fight, which he did. Definitely did make it a tough fight. But once Usyk was able to capitalize, you feel me, he got in his mojo and he was in his bag. You feel me? As far as anything else, any other fights? Oh, so yeah, Navarrete Barancek, another fight that I tuned midway into. What do you think of Navarrete, bro? I mean, Tim Bradley already told his ass last fight, stop eating them fucking Twinkies. He just need to get it together, bro.
I mean, truth. I don't know how much you listen, but I don't think highly of Navarrete. And I picked Baranchek on the betting show against him.
Well, okay, you feel me? Well, that's shout out to you, but I mean, I honestly think that you feel me. People might hate me for this, but I think Baranchek would give a harder fight to Shakur than Navarrete would. Just because of his you can't really catch that type of tempo. You feel me? He was using weird footwork, throwing from different angles and shit like that. Like he's a little tricky fighter type shit. I definitely think
You
Lomachenko would
may
give
feel
Shakur a
like it's
harder
your
fight, but
time.
I think you feel
That's
me,
the
he would
When
give
it's not
bell.
your
Shakur a
time.
decent fight. You
That's
be easy, man.
for sure. Just know that Baranchek called out Shakur.
Oh yeah.
All right. And Shakur was very excited, so maybe that makes him resign, man. You know, again, he knows, y'all know. I think the smartest thing to do is resign, uh, get those 2 belts. Hope you could get the big tank fight because you got the 3 belts. You know, he might even be Ring Magazine champ by the time he beats Loma. If he beats Baranchek, then beats Loma, the Ring might be tempted to put the belt on the line because it's the 2 and 3, or really maybe the 1 and 2, and they don't consider Tank the 2 or the 1 because he never attempted to unify. You know, that don't matter to Tank. We know he's in a league of his own. My wife is crazy. We got. Let me make sure I ain't got no counters. Oh, G-Von cutting the line. And I think this is him.
Yeah, man. Coach, high level I told you, man. I don't know, man. Been a good month for boxing, well, at least for my betting. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. High level I think it's been certified, man. It is what it is. But look, hey, Baranchek and Shakur, that would definitely be a good fight. Um,
He
motherfuckers
ain't got the power for
basically
Shakur, though. I'm telling you, I don't know.
no,
I would be
no,
picking
but that, yeah,
Shakur.
that's the thing though, because they both don't really got power. You know what I mean? So it'll be a good boxing match, and Shakur won't end up running this time. You know what I mean? I think they'll just box it out. It'll be a good technical fight.
But you don't
You
think
know, those
Shakur got
fights are
more
always good
power
to
than
see.
him?
Yeah, I think he has more power. I mean,
Yeah.
but not by that much though. And the thing is, the way
Oh shit, you right.
we
It's 47%.
I'm telling you, like I don't be lying, Des. I be paying attention to this shit. Like people just be
Yo,
like going off of the emotions when it comes to
Baranchek
fights.
is
Like
higher. Baranchek is 50. Oh shit, he dropped because of yesterday's fight. He's 47%.
yeah, man. I'm
That's
telling you, it'll be a
crazy.
good matchup, man. And because people are calling all the time and say, I got a feeling, the vibe, this dumb shit, instead of looking at stats and looking at fucking fights and boxers for what they are. But whatever, man. I think that would be a good technical fight, good 50-50. But the only thing is, I wonder how much Shakur, like, I don't know how much grit he got in him, because the Ukrainian dude, like, the thing about it is that he was outboxing Navarrete, but at the same time, you could see that he wanted that win. You get what I'm saying? He really wanted that shit. Even when he was getting caught with some shit, he kept coming forward. He wobbled a second and thought to himself, I need to keep pressing the action and stay on this motherfucker's ass, because if not, they're not gonna give me this fight, man. He went out there and he won that fight. You get what I'm saying? So shout out to that dude, man. He really wanted that shit, made that shit happen. But yeah, man, I was just calling back in because look, man, some people talking about, hey, I still don't know Fury. Usyk, I gave him the first 2 rounds without a doubt, and then after that, I think it was almost like 5 rounds in a row that Fury won. Like, and you know what I mean. And then after that, there was the knockdown, and every round after that, Usyk won that shit. It is what it is, man. So at the end of the day, you could look at 6. What is it, 7-5? Like that. That's the way I would have the fucking fight. But I guess some people would argue and say that, make arguments for their point, but it is what it is. Shout out to the fact that the motherfucker was able to get it done. Hey, but also, like, I'm not even gonna get too far into that shit, but Ant from Atlanta, you owe money. CYP, you owe money. It is what it is, man. We just here to keep the boxing community honorable. You know what I mean? And I don't know. At the end of the day, I want to believe these dudes are stand-up guys, but I don't know. Some things are showing otherwise. This is crazy, man. But look, man. Outside of that, I just wonder
When do
how
you
the
feel like
rematch
it's your
plays out,
time?
because
That's
I
When
feel
is
like
not your
Usyk
time?
really goes for the knockout in the rematch. But I mean, we'll see. Shit, fuck it, man. Shout out to you.
all right. Yeah, that's crazy. That's wild. And all that Nagano talk. He used to be counterpunching. He don't even call in no more because of that bet. This is why I tell you, I'm repeating it again, 2 days in a row. Stop betting. I've been here for 13 years, bruh. The motherfucker you least expect ain't paying for the bet. That's the one that ain't paying. Like I got, and I thought the best advice is telling you the bookies pay better. Like, look, you go back there, you make some dumbass bet with some dude that's gonna walk off dollar for dollar. You know what I'm saying? We caught Brian Norman at a plus 500 and Baranchek at a plus 375. Robin Safar at a minus 150. Like, add those up. Imagine you'd have did that 3-team parlay. Like, you betting with dudes to show, it's some ego shit. Y'all doing it for some ego shit because, you know what I'm saying? You want to prove this guy right in front of some internet friends. And now, look, you can't even call into the show because you scared to pay. That shit is wild, and that's very sad. All y'all need to get that shit correct. Shout out to SDX Renzi with the $25. He says a combination of counterpunches for the TBX crew. Salute. Let me drop a bomb for the dub. So the TBX crew would be Jonathan Sims, Derek Lincoln, CYP himself, and I don't know any other members, man. So in the meantime, we going to Mozzie. What up?
What's the vibes? What's the vibes?
What up? What up, champ?
Shit, man. Yo, that was a crazy fight yesterday. The Usyk and the Fury, man. But everybody gotta keep it a buck, keep it a stack with the way the fight was going. Early, I had it 114, 113 Usyk. You know what I mean? I gave Usyk the first 2 rounds. He came out aggressive. Fury was filling him out after that. 3 through 8, that was all Fury. He started styling on him, landing that uppercut. Once he started landing that uppercut, Usyk was able to make the adjustments to start blocking it late in the fight. You know what I'm saying? And once he started blocking it, he showed he had that dog in him. And he just kept swinging, kept moving forward, kept trying. And he caught him. Once he caught him in the 9th round, 9 through 12, that was all Usyk. He came out with the victory. That 10-8 round in the 9th round, that pushed him over. That's why I gave him the 114, 113. But shout out to Tyson Fury, man, because, you know what I mean, he took that L last night, but, you know what I mean, you can't take nothing away from that man, son. He really was dominating for a long time. So I think niggas got to give him a little bit more respect. But you don't really see too much trolling, you know what I mean, on the internet and shit like that since he took the L. You feel me? I ain't really seen too many people, you know what I mean, disrespecting the nigga and nothing like that. So, you know what I mean? Like, versus like when Haney took that L, everybody was just throwing parties and shit. It ain't really like no party for Fury taking this L. So shout out to him. You know what I mean? Shout out to him. And shout out to Usyk, man. He the new king of boxing. He ain't the face of boxing, but you know what I mean? He the king. He the heavyweight champ. He on top of the world right now. Shout out to everybody that picked him. Y'all picked him, but you know, the fight could have went another way. You know what I mean? It definitely could have went another way if Fury didn't get caught. If he don't get caught that 9th round, he wins that fight. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. I just wanted to say how I scored the fight, man. Keep doing what you're doing, Ness. And tap back in a little later.
Appreciate you, Mozzie. Thanks for the call. We got Dr. CD2 with the hippopotamus super sticker with the word hype. Appreciate you, champ. We was hyped for this weekend as well. We're going out to EJ. What up?
Hear me?
We hear you.
You can hear me?
We hear you.
Oh, man, I ain't even gonna lie. It was crazy. Last night, yesterday was crazy on the Fury shit. I could see that Fury was sleeping at the wheel, bro. And he was showboat, like you said the other day on your show, bro. Like, if Fury wasn't bullshitting and underestimating Usyk, he would have got him, bro, because I seen Usyk hurt. He had to put his game face on. But that nigga was hurt. But Fury was just dicking around in there. I'm like, Fury, what the fuck are you doing? This dude's trying to kill you, bro. This the same, like, it's all good, though, but because what I see is everything happened for a reason. The good man won. He wanted it more. It ain't like, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But I can't say, I hope Brian Norman Jr. get a show in L.A. I mean, not L.A., ATL. Because he got, as soon as Crawford, you know, move up and get that belt, hopefully Top Rank do something for him in Atlanta, you know what I mean? Because that'd be nice, going somewhere, you know, somewhere different, somebody new. You know what I mean? These new fighters, these new fighters coming up is way better than these other fighters because what they be saying, prima donnas. A lot of these niggas be spoon in their mouth, you know, silver spoon. These niggas that's building up, get it from the mud, they deserve it because, they fought for it. You know what I'm saying? But I can say, if this fight happen again, if Fury don't fuck around, Fury gonna win. But that's basically all I gotta say, man. Brian Norman, shout out to that nigga getting the job done. Because I got him from you because you used to always talk about him. And then his other fight he had with that one dude, he was smothering the nigga. And then his other fight was no contest. So I've been looking at the nigga, but he finally got the job done. So hopefully they give him his own, hometown show at Atlanta. But that's about it, man. Peace.
All right. Nah, yeah, man. Very, very, very proud and happy for that young man. Life is now changed for him and his father, I'm sure. I mean, obviously this wasn't any $1 million fight, but for sure now they're gonna get treated like the A side. And guess what? I highly doubt that his next fight is gonna be as tough. I think now Top Rank will decide. Okay, he came through the fight. We put him in the fight, and he came out of it fucking ready. He's ready now. They need to keep grooming him to make him the guy that Boots needs to fight. We used to think he was small, and he made Stantilian look the same size. That's what was beautiful about that fight. I always thought he was small. And fuck, I remember asking the dad, like, yo, asking him too, like, how tall, really? And, then he got in there with Stantilian. It's like, oh, wow. I thought Stantilian was this big dude, especially when he fought Rocha, and he looked small. Not small, but he looked, average in there with none other than Brian Norman. But phone lines is definitely full. We got Noble. What up, Vegas? Noble on Discord. Yo. SDX Renzi counter. While we wait for What up?
What it do, Ness? Shout out TBV, man. Shout out TBX and all my constituents. I see Jay Sims just stepped in. Jay Sims, there's some counter punches up there if you want to jump on. But Ness, I just wanted to follow up. I know you fuck with Brian Norman, and I know you interviewed him before. So I definitely knew that you would have picked him. I didn't watch the betting show, and the only reason I'm giving Jay Benitez credit is because he was talking. He kept talking about how he would do it though in the back call, and I was like, okay, he just gave me a little bit more confidence in him. But I know, that you fuck with him. Only reason I say that is because with the betting show, Ness, I ain't gonna lie, I miss how the betting show was when I first came. We used to damn near have a 8-11 hour show and just let so many people call in. We had niggas who, my cousin, uncle, sparred his daddy, brother. You feel me? Shit like that was giving us the little insights that we needed, you feel me, to make better calls on a lot of these upsets. And when we did it like that, I feel like it was a lot better for me. So I ain't been catching every betting show. And if I don't catch it like live when you doing it, then I'll just watch the fights live and just try to get live bets on it. Even if I look at the tickets and see who you pick, that just give me an eye to see if that fighter performing. I bet then I'll definitely take him if I get good live numbers. But I missed that. As far as him moving forward, I definitely want to see them do something with Brian. You feel me? Bring him to the A, make him a superstar. You feel me? Because the Atlanta gonna show up for him. I don't give a fuck. You feel me? They gonna come out. We don't care who you put in the ring. You feel me? Put him in State Farm Arena or something like that. Everybody gonna come out. That shit gonna be like a party. You feel me? Just cause especially once he Crawford move up and he get elevated and he become a champion. The full champion. So we definitely want to see something with Brian Norman. I want to jump back over to something else you said, and that's about the Tank thing in the ring, right? Tank and Loma already ring number 1 and 2. You remember I told you that's why I said I wanted that fight to happen because, like you said, they might throw a ring on that.
No,
if they do a ring and they unify.
But if Tank doesn't fight Loma next and Shakur unifies, he could easily become number 2.
Okay, all right. So yeah, that's still part of what the plan, what he said, and what I hope happens if he get Loma and then go to Shakur. I feel like that put he got a little bit of the work done. You know, Shakur should go, like we said, clear the Ukraine dude up, and then let's just make it so when they do fight after they next fights, then that's a fucking good ass unification. Tank and Shakur, everything at 135, it all on the line, and I feel like that should be a banger. You feel me? Wherever you put it, you know. But shout out TBV, keep doing what you're
You
doing.
may
Ness, I
feel
really
like it's your
appreciate
time,
you. Everything you're doing for the
but it's
boxing
not your
community.
time.
Hey, let's keep boxing growing.
Appreciate you, champ. James Benitez. No James. Drew counter.
Hey, I'm audio.
Straight.
All right. Let me cook real quick, Ness. In regards to the $100 bet, I don't even want the 100. I'm not pressed about the 100. What I will do right now is prove that the man is lying. First thing he said is bets are never confirmed on air and da 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 da. I got to go back to the bet tracker. When I bet Tip Bayless, I called him out on air for the Keith Thurman. Remember, Ness, you tried to stop him from taking that bet.
Yep.
You was again, and he confirmed it by mentioning me on Twitter. I saw the notification. That's how we locked it in. We didn't go to no fucking bet tracker. All right. Second lie. You said that I didn't need to escrow it or confirm it in the bet tracker. You just said it online. I'm gonna trust you. And now you added more stipulations. Second line. Third line. You said, how am I gonna know it was on Discord when I don't go to Discord till the afternoon? I'm never on Discord in the morning. Screenshots proved you were in Discord at 7:50 a.m., 10 a.m. Another fucking lie. So let's cut the shit, bro. Let's cut the shit. We'll squash the bet. I don't need the 100. Just admit that you lied 3 times about shit that's happened, because bets have been done on air before and didn't need to go back in the bet tracker. And when you open Discord, you see when someone's mentioned you because it's highlighted, bro. And you was in there in the morning. So let's cut the bullshit, bro. Let's just stop it. Other people in the back call heard me say, okay, we locked in for 100. And then I'm asking Brandon Lands, Venom, and everybody else to see why P pay his bets. So people heard what they heard, bro. But it's cool, bro. Keep the 100. I'm not mad at it. I'm not pressed. Just okay. From now on, CYP for you. We'll confirm in the back call. Okay. We'll confirm in the bet tracker so it's documented for you to make you feel better. I'm out.
Drew, you the man. James, what up?
Yo, Next, you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, man. Yo, man, how you doing this morning, man? Like, yesterday was a wild day of boxing. Yo, shout out to Dennis Baranchik. I wasn't sold on Navarrete for shit. That awkward style, he was looking slow as shit during the fight. I mean, it probably was a boring fight. So thank God that we had the Brian Norman and Giovanni Santillan to fight before, because that was a terrible main event. But I'm glad that Ukraine had his day in boxing. So shout out to him. I have no idea what Top Rank's going to do next, but I was a little surprised that he was actually, he called Branchett called out Shakur's name first. Out of all the other names, he called out Shakur's name first, and he seemed like he's standing on business that he's not going to fight his countryman Lomachenko, regardless of whatever the fuck everybody else thinks. That's never going to happen. So shout out to him for staying true. But Brian Norman, man, let's see, man, the energy different, man. You seen that post fight interview?
You
He
may
said
feel
he
like it's your
loved being
time,
able to
but
go.
it's not your time.
He said he loved being able to go to another nigga home and just take their shit. That's the kind of energy you want from your damn champion, man. It don't matter if he playing them away games. He's home. He's whatever. He loves the negativity. He's just gonna be taking nigga shit going forward. So with that being said, man, fights that I would like him to see, man, give him maybe a David Avenesian, or give him a Karen. I can't think of Karen's last name, but the Karen that
No,
Boost
no,
fought.
we don't want that.
Not this early.
We
I
don't.
mean, shit, man.
Karen?
What? You want to
bro.
do you want to
Listen,
do a Mo Hooker?
no, no, no. I'm just
You want to
saying.
do a Mo Hooker or some shit?
I'm just saying. We know that Karen could make the fight ugly. So why do that? Like, let the kid get something. You know,
How safe you
like
talking about, my
Avenesian.
nigga?
No, not safe. I'm just saying. You know, we gonna make that slogan famous now. You got to give the kid someone he could do what he do. Why would you give him
So who?
Karen so that he got to hunt Karen down like Boots couldn't do? And now it's like, oh look, he don't know how to cut the ring on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Put him in there with someone who want that fire.
So
Avenesian will be
maybe.
there.
So
Avenesian gonna want to get hit. Cavalasquez will want to get hit.
man, now fuck that, man. Come on, man. You said whoa. You don't think Velasquez is very high risk? I
Hell
think
no, bro. Did you not see what that man did? Yo, that kid had elite level composure in the
for sure.
like
But,
it
but you
reminded
saying
me
but
of
you saying first fight
Teddy
you saying
Atlas.
first fight off of getting the belt though, man. I mean, look, I feel you. I would love a Velasquez fight, but not be like the next fight
I
though,
ain't
man.
saying
Maybe like
next. I'm just saying
okay,
that's a
but the
good
build,
fight.
but yeah, okay, but part of the plan. Man, and it was good to see. It was good to see Tim Bradley with all the shit that Tim Bradley was talking about Brian Norman. Man, it was good to see him finally give that man respect. I'm glad that the box world
Forced to.
was actually able to see, man, that man niggas in Atlanta, man, we just built different, and we put it on full display. Hey, shout out to XDS Renzi, man. Hey, but don't give me so credit, man. Ness, man, thank you for this platform, man, but being able to put all these fighters on display, for we able to follow their careers. Shout out to the Normans and just shout out
Bro,
to the
that's
community as
true.
well, man.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Stanionis and Norman, because Stanionis likes to get hit too. He don't move that head. He want to be in the fire too. He got some good
Mm-hmm.
fights right now. Top Rank got to definitely groom him so that he is the missing piece that they need to fight or that they want to fight. So maybe they need to link up with OTX. I ain't gonna front. You know, maybe let OTX run the lead on a main event for Brian Norman in Atlanta because they got the vibe, you know, that's needed to bring out the people for him. They ain't do
Man,
well
bro.
in Atlanta, Top Brand. Remember, they took Shakur over there with
Nah.
Heron, and they did like 5,000. That wasn't, they ain't, you know, OTX. I feel like they could probably do better with their connections to the basketball worlds, have better celebrities in there. Listen, I got your little TBX member.
90
Not little.
seconds.
My bad, CYP. I got your TBX member next. No, it was not. It was not a shot. It was an accident. And you know we got to go to Bell Ben Rang. But you got another counterpunch too, because he sent 5. He only took 1, so there's 4 left. Minus his, which is 3 left. Minus CYP's.
This don't call CYP no liar. Because I'm going to
60
do this. This is
seconds.
what I can do. I'm talking right now on Twitter. Everybody in Discord, all I need is one person to at me right now, right? While I'm talking. And when I'm done talking, I'm going to go back to the Discord and I'm going to record it with my other phone. So you can see if I get a notification that somebody added me. There is not going to be one. He making up shit. It does not let you know somebody mentioned you 5 minutes ago. It doesn't do that. He made that up. That's the reason why he put it in that chat and not the bet tracker. The bet tracker confirms all bets. Brandon come bothering you, telling you something. Hey, you know you got to bet. No, you got to bet. It's known. 3 days went by. He talked to me on the back call, never said nothing about no bet. He never mentioned me at all about no bet. Him and Tip Bayless on Twitter. What did he tell y'all, family? Did he not say Tip Bayless added him on Twitter? He saw it. That's how he knew. So my guy, if both of you have to confirm that you saw his acceptance to make the bet official, then why the fuck don't both of us have to see that you confirm to make our bet official? Game over. CYP out.
All right. Jay in LA. Let me make sure we ain't got no TBX members. Jay in LA. What up?
What's up? How's it going there, Ness? You can hear me okay?
Loud and clear.
Cool. Looks like this earpiece is doing its job now. Hey, just first and foremost, man, that fight this weekend, actually the whole card, there were some really good fights all up and down the board. Even on the top ranked card in the evening, it was just a great day of boxing for us boxing fans for sure. But yeah, what a performance by both guys, Usyk and Fury. I totally thought, man, this is kind of going the way that the Haney and Garcia fight was in the beginning, where maybe one guy won the first round, but the next guy just clearly got those next rounds all the way through to like the sixth, seventh round. In this case, it went all the way almost to the eighth, and then we got some turn in that ninth, which is amazing. You got to give the Fury amazing heart, but Usyk even just to get to that point and coming back from where he was at, because he was definitely losing on points at that point in that fight. Just a great fight overall for boxing. I could have called it a draw or Usyk win, so I think the decision was fair in that sense. I like you guys are saying, these people that are knocking down Fury and trying to clown him, ridiculous. I mean, if he would have gotten the win decision, we would be talking about Fury as an all-time great and everything too. So both guys showed their merit, man, for sure.
But it's not your time.
Next up is Navarrete. Dude, you're like a mini Wilder. Somebody finally got to him and got the points winning him. So he needs to do his work a little bit better, especially at these higher weights. And Norman Jr.,
Jay,
amazing.
that is the bell, champ.
All right. Hey, get him in Atlanta with Holyfield co-signing him. Get that boy up with all the Atlanta basketball players too.
That's why I said OTX, because they have the connections to those athletes that can help Norman get the right audience and eyeballs on him. AB, what up?
Hey, that's how I sound.
Clear.
Can you hear me, Ness?
Yes.
Oh, all right, cool. Yeah, I literally just walked in the door and I seen that I was on, so my bad. But so first I want to start off by giving you the rounds I gave to Usyk and Fury. I gave 1 and 2 to Usyk, and from 3 to 7 I gave to Fury. And then the 8 is I gave Usyk, 9 Usyk, 10 Usyk, or rather the ninth was a 10-8 for Usyk, and the 11th for Usyk, and I gave that last round to Fury actually. So my scorecard was 114, 113 Usyk. I wanted to also come back on the Navarrete and Baranchek fight. Thank you, Ness, because you told me to bet on Baranchek, and he won me some money. I actually parlayed him and Norman Jr. and won some good money, so I will be showing some love later to that Cash App. Navarrete, man, he did not look good. Honestly, he didn't. He kind of turned it on in the 10 through 12, which it was super sloppy, but he started to land a lot more. But the dude just looks totally out of shape. And honestly, I was kind of high on him for a sec, but I don't know what's up with him. He needs to. It sounds funny, but he needs to get in the gym, man. Like, I'm not one to talk, but he just doesn't look like a fighter sometimes, honestly, Ness. Honestly. But man, it's been a great year for boxing. We're set. We've been set for the first 6 months, and now these next 6 months are probably going to be even better. I did have a question for you though, Ness. Who is your pound for pound right now? It's hard to say that it's not Usyk. Am I right?
Say that again, champ.
Who's your pound for pound? Because it's kind of hard
Oh
not to
man,
be.
don't do that today. That's also a subjective thing. You start doing, but look, for argument's sake, for today, yeah, Usyk's pound for pound #1. I think what he did outweighs what Crawford and Inoue did, only because Fury is a heavy weight, like pound for pound, literally was invented because people are like, oh, but what if this guy weighed what that heavyweight weighed or what that dude weighed? Because they can't weigh the same thing. So it's like for Usyk to do Undisputed and Cruiser and go up and beat not 1 but 2 out of the 3 best heavyweights of this era. he's the fucking man, bro. Like Inoue could be looking good doing whatever he's
You may
doing,
feel like
but
it's your
his
turn,
names, they ain't,
but it's
he ain't
not
got
your
the
turn.
names that Usyk beat. Usyk beat the who's who of the heavyweight division for this generation. So I don't know. For me, for today, Sunday, Usyk's number one pound for pound.
Can I tell you two more things before I let you go, Ness? I don't wait. I think I may have said it earlier, but I will be showing some love to you because you gave Baranchek and Norman Jr. So look out for that Cash App. And
Appreciate you.
also, and I'm not trying to start nothing, no beef or none of that, but I have to say, Fats, he seems very hard to please. He really does. It's kind of confusing. It seems like he's never satisfied, but that's pretty much all I
Nah,
had
but
to
it's
say,
not
man.
just Fats. It's a lot of boxing fans, and I think it just comes from years of us being disgruntled, not getting what we should get weekly. Like, we should be having weekends like this every weekend. Bro, there's
Yes, man.
1,500 fighters in just the middleweight division. Like, the fact that it takes us 10 years to have a card like this. I mean, this one, what, 25 years to get Undisputed? That's what's wrong with the sport, which taints the fans. You know, and once the fan is tainted, you know, it's hard to get them back.
Yeah, you're right, Ness. You're right. Well, thank
Appreciate
you,
you,
Ness.
though, champ. Appreciate you. Because the best word of mouth to becoming a member is hearing other members tell you I gave them 3 underdog picks in one fucking week. One weekend, one day. Motherfuckers, you better have a fat wallet. Shit, that Norman pick was the best underdog pick. But Baranchik at a 375, fucking Robin Safar. Y'all wasn't about to bet on no Sweden dude, bruh. I've been watching him spar. I watch him train. Shout out to Rob, man. Shout out to Rob. I'm so happy for him. That is just great. Noble, didn't we go to you, or you ain't connect, right? We couldn't hear you. Yo,
Peace. Are
champ,
you able to hear me?
you a truck driver? I feel like you always on the road when you call in.
Yeah. I told you that before when I said I might end that shit this year. Come in and do some work with y'all if y'all need some assistance.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in. Peace. I'm in the middle of New York. I said that when I first met you, man. At the you gave me a T-shirt or something, man. I was taking a picture with Yo Kabayel. But anyways, man, I called in to get my crow for. I had the Mexican Savannah Marshall, man. Navarrete. He ain't pulled
Yo,
through.
I need you to explain. You said that shit yesterday. We laughed, but nobody got it. What the fuck does the Mexican Savannah
Man,
Marshall mean?
first of all, Nez, you ain't live. I seen you on screen. Danny and my man Madison was laughing, man. They thought that shit was funny. And you kind of slow, man. So I really ain't expect you to get the shit, man. But if you look at the way that those two fighters fight, they fight similar, except for Savannah Marshall, she stays underneath her feet when she's throwing them, them unorthodox punches. Look slow and gumpy, but they're very effective. And both her hands is brick hands. The same thing with Navarrete, but he don't stay underneath his feet. You know what I'm saying? He'll reach, and at the same time, he's not as skilled as Savannah. And since he moved up to 35, his bricks ain't bricking no more. And Baranchik, he exposed that last night. And I don't even think it was because Baranchik was such a great fighter. I think Shakur Stevenson gonna have his way with him. As far as when it come to Brian Norman, man, in that second round, man, coming off the ropes, he knew he had that fight. In that 5th round, he hit him with a body shot to stop the round. And that's when Santillan knew Brian Norman had to fight. 7th, 8th, 9th round, they could have stopped that shit easy. Robert Garcia. I want to see Brian Norman with Stanionis. That's what I was calling in to say earlier, but y'all took my thunder. But that's what I was saying. Yeah, I don't want to see him with no soft touches. I think he's the type of fighter that he got to get up for a fight. You know what I mean? So you want to keep that threat in front of him, and if they can, like y'all say, OTX or Top Rank, do some type of collab, bring that shit back to the A. I think it's going to be a beautiful, beautiful event, and I think he deserves it straight up. But appreciate you, Ness. Peace to the breast cancer warriors, survivors, and the angels. Peace.
Appreciate you, champ. Appreciate you. And shout out to everybody. I need all my members that made money to keep calling in, letting these dudes know. You know, I might be late on the show here and there, but I'm coming through. Clutch status, man. I wish, remember Tyrone? Y'all remember Tyrone? I wish he would have never left, man. I guess it got too busy. It got too difficult. I knew it to keep track, but I needed, he was going to keep track of everybody wins and losses. I needed that, man. Because I don't think none of y'all motherfuckers is realizing, like, how many underdogs in 1 year I'm picking. And that come from being in the gym with them, man. You know, these dudes get counted out because they ain't seen on TV. If you get to see them in the gym, you gonna know something, man. I'm telling you. I'm gonna say this now, and it's free, because it'll get buried in these long shows and the fact that we do almost 2 every single day. Freddie Hernandez will be an upset pick in the welterweight division. I said Hernandez, that's the wrong name. Freddie Rojas, my bad. Hernandez already lost. Saab, I seen your counterpunch from yesterday, right? We never gave you that, I think, right? I feel like you sent something yesterday. But it looked like you having connection issues today. Hit that thumbs up. Absolutely free to do so. This is going to help with the visibility. It's going to help put this episode in the eyes of other boxing fans that don't know. We talk boxing every day, twice a day, Monday through Friday, even on Saturdays. C-Dub. Nah, Freddie ain't fighting nobody just yet. I'm just saying when the time comes, he will be the upset pick in the welterweight division. Believe that. You know. I ain't gonna start listing who he may fight because they all will be hypothetical. I'm just saying he will be the underdog. Y'all would not pick him. And that will be the day, motherfuckers, when you gonna learn. Malcolm, what up? I don't know. I think Twitter acting up. Y'all ain't been able to connect. Did we?
Yo, you hear me?
Nah, we hear you. It's these other guys.
Oh, shout outs to Boxing Voice, man. Shout outs to you, Ness. I don't know if Amin is there, Marco, or Danny, but whoever else is there,
Come on,
salute to
champ.
y'all,
Come
man.
on, come on. Only the strong survive. You know that. Solo Dolo, Scarface, no Manolo.
No Manolo. All right, to start this off, I need my crow, man. I don't know if anybody been calling in taking their crow, but a lot of niggas need to take their crow.
Few people, but you got hella feedback.
Oh shit, my feedback crazy. My fault. I just came from the gym, man. But I'm gonna try to keep it short, bro. My bad.
Nah, you good. You
Yeah,
good.
shout outs Frank Sanchez, man, for that bullshit. Nobody expected that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that was crazy. But yeah, that Fury Usyk shit. Damn, man. I expected Fury to play more of the bigger man role and use his size. You know what I'm saying? Instead of more of that back foot. Started off pretty good, and I don't know what happened, man. Usyk just fucking took over. I'm not upset with the ref not stopping the fight. You know what I'm saying? How they got stopped early, like how he stopped him in the ninth round, we would have got a lot of bitching and crying about a stoppage. So you can't please people, man. Some people want shit stopped, others don't. It's bittersweet with him winning, and then if he wins the second one with Fury, I kind of don't know how I feel. I want Joshua to get those belts, but like I feel like a Fury win with Joshua would have been cool. But that Usyk storyline will be crazy if they meet a third time and then he beats him. You know what I'm saying? And it kind of fucking sucks that it's not for Undisputed. The IBF be on some bullshit. I don't know what's good with their rules and regulations. But having a belt for like fucking 13 days is just fucking horrible. Going on the top rank. I missed those fights. I'm actually gonna watch those shits when I go home. At the end of my call, I need my crow for Brian Norman Jr. too. I thought that motherfucker was ass ever since his last fight. I fucking just like threw him out. I was just like, nah, he gonna do some bullshit, and I heard nothing but great things. I see some highlights, and I'm like, damn, you feel me? So shout out to him, man. I'm definitely gonna keep watching him. He shut me the fuck up. But yeah, I think that's it so far. Again, I gotta watch the rest of the top ranked fights. It's a great weekend of boxing or whatever. But yeah, shout out to you, Ness. Shout out to Boxing Boys. Oh wait, hold on. Before I go, do you know when they're gonna have the fucking Tank and Frank fight on sale on Amazon? Do you have any idea? It's on payperview.com, but I'm trying to buy that shit on Prime.
Nah, but we a month out, man.
Okay, so yeah, I don't know when they normally do it. They got it for 75 so far. I'm like, okay, that's decent. I don't know if Prime gonna do some bullshit and have it for all, but yeah, shout out to Boxing Boys.
Malcolm,
You may
appreciate
feel
you.
like it's your time, but it's not your time.
C-Dub, hold on, C-Dub. Saab, I believe you sent the counter yesterday, right? Or am I seeing shit?
Yup.
Did you send a counter punch yesterday?
Oh yeah, I got on though. Danny put me on.
Go ahead, champ. It's on you then. I
But
feel like
nah, bro, I'm not gonna lie. I'm dumb as hell. And I threw 100 on Tyson ass, bro,
oof.
for the knockout.
What?
Bro, and the reason why, let me tell you why though. Because
For the
I called in.
knockout.
Yeah, bro, because I called in. I'm thinking that I'm trying to get betting advice from Danny. I know y'all got the show and shit. I don't got the membership to the betting show. I don't think so. I'm like, bro, where I'm putting the money at? He tells him if you want a safe decision, put it on the fight going the distance. But then when I mentioned something about like how Usyk, he low key weak to the body or whatever, I'm thinking Danny giving me like the low key signal, like, yeah, put it on that. I'm thinking I'm picking up what he putting down. No, nigga, lost all my cheese. Well, not all my cheese, but $100, nigga. But I low key, bro, I thought he was gonna stop his ass though. When he hit him with that uppercut, had his ass stumbling. He was playing too much, bro.
He
I'm
was
not putting
playing
my
too
money on
much,
his ass
man.
ever
Fucking
again.
playing too much, man.
This the second time I don't put money on Canelo to knock out Charlo, lost my shit. I don't put money on Tyson and lost my shit. I'm about to join the show, bro.
No, you got to join the show because I specifically told motherfuckers Canelo by decision on the Charlo shit. You wildin'.
Bro, I'm thinking he gonna stop.
Guess what? And guess what? The prop bet, I said, yo, we bet Canelo decision plus there will be a knockdown. So we hit both. Y'all tripping.
Damn, y'all did hit on. See, bro, how do I join the show, bro? Put me on real quick.
You just be a YouTube member or a Patreon. It's at the champ level, and you get to hear it every Friday. And the betting slips usually be there too.
All right, but I had to come on here and take that L, bro. Right before I left, I was like, I'm calling it now. Tyson Fury by knockout. And then, yeah, bro, I took a L. So
it's all good, man. Hey, yo, take this with you, though.
What up?
Nah, I gotta eat crow too, man. I picked Tyson by decision, man. So
I mean, you damn right. You got a case.
Yeah, no, I almost got it right for sure. I was fucking mad. The knockdown, though, I can't believe he didn't get a knockdown. It was the knockdown, bro. It's crazy too because on the betting show, I'm literally telling people, I say, yo, if you a Usyk fan, this a good bet. Usyk to win the decision and there's a knockdown. Bro, that shit was plus 800. I just wasn't picking Usyk, so I didn't make that bet. But all on the show, I'm literally saying, like, damn, why they don't got Fury by decision? Fury by decision, and there is a knockdown. That was only a prop bet for Usyk on my betting site, so that shit had me kind of tight. But
I use Bet Rivers and shit.
Yeah, I'm on Bovada, man. I hate that. I can't get live bets.
Like it's your time.
Because I seen that shit on the screen too. For Brian Norman, how high they had him, but
Yup.
I'm not allowed to do live bets here. I don't know. Maybe whoever's in Vegas doing live bets, put me on, man. Put me on. Saab, that's the bell. Appreciate you calling in. C-Dub, trying you again.
Yo, how the
Yep.
audio?
We hear you.
Straight, that's what's up, man. Shout out TVV, smash that like button, it's free, do something with yourself. Shout out to the community, shout out to the panel, that's working hard. Yo, Undisputed, historic. Let me get my crow, man. I had Fury edging it out, so let me get that crow real quick. The whole slate of it, you know. Fury still top 20 heavyweight all time. I don't know why people are lost in boxing, man, and you're a bomb now, or you're not great anymore, or you're not legendary. Like he's still a leader of the elite. Fury just changed everything, and don't let this anomaly change the expression that's been in boxing before this. Before all of us became boxing fans, before we became hardcore, before we had the high level life. A great small man loses to a good big man. It's just this an anomaly. Usyk proved it against AJ, and now he proved it against Fury. I really think Fury did play a lot, man. He watched his work a little too much after he hurt him to the body. And then after he caught him with the uppercut and was about to knock him out, I think he should have changed it to the hook, because then Usyk, like King Amin said, he started evading that uppercut and slipping, and moving his head off the center of the line. But the hook would have caught him. But shout out to Usyk, man. Shout out to Usyk. At war, country at war, showed the resilience of a champion. Everybody should be inspired by that performance from Usyk, man. Was hurt, bruised and battered. Seemed like he was about to get knocked out until round 9. He caught him, and it was over, man. It was just a great fight. I don't know what Pat talking about. He was a good boxing fan. I guess he's just enjoying and reveling in the UK downfalls right now, man. So shout out to Timbo. We still here. We still here. Shout out to boxing, man. It was a great night, historic night. Shout out to all the upsets. I kind of missed the Brian Norman. I had counted them out too against Santillion. So, but I didn't bet that or nothing like that. But yeah, I had bet on Fury. And Fury kind of fucked up all my cards. So shit, man. Shout out to Usyk. I really just want to say that. Shout out to Ukraine. We want to see the rematch. I want to see the rematch. I'm ready to see. I think Fury wins in the rematch. I don't think he play around. I don't think he admires his work. After he hurt him, he probably jumps on him now, because he hurt Usyk a few times, and Usyk just kind of hurt him once. But yeah, and I don't think it should have been stopped when I think the ref did right. Just gave him a standing count and then let him go again. But yeah, do you think the fight should have been stopped then? This?
In round 9, you talking about Usyk?
Yeah,
Nah,
when the
man.
ref
Hell
stopped,
no.
yeah.
Hell no.
Right. I thought he did right by just giving counting Fury standing up and then let's go again.
Yeah.
But that's what's up, man.
Bro, 2
History made.
champions? You can't. First time he got hurt in that fight, I would have been fucking calling robbery and
Right.
conspiracy and the fixes in because of the rematch. Nah, they did the right thing in my opinion.
Did the right thing.
You may feel
Usyk
like
pound for
it's your
pound number
time,
one. Usyk pound for pound number
but it's
one
not
in the
your
top
time.
10 all time boxers. Let's
Yeah,
get it
man.
right. Let's get it straight.
At least for
All right, as boxing
today.
fans. Right. Let's do right as boxing fans, man. And don't and like Ned said before I go, don't call nobody a bandwagoner, man. And they were finally realize. Some people in the back hall had to realize about in-your-way greatness. Some people said it before. Some people got high level live before others. Let them come on now. Join the bandwagon, man. Usyk, top 10 all time. Shout out to TPV.
All right. We got General Camino. What it do?
Yo, Ness was good.
What up with you?
Cooling. I've been listening for a little bit. And I'm cool. I'm cool with it. I watched the fight. Usyk definitely won. I would say rounds 2, 8, and 12 were probably the most controversial rounds. Depending on how you watch those could have kind of went either way. But it is what it is. Usyk pulled it out. Fury kind of played with his food too much, and that happens. But I want to talk about some of the funny shit of the fight, bro. AJ's face between rounds 3 and
Yes.
7
I'm glad you
was the
caught that.
funniest shit I ever
I
seen,
thought
bro.
I thought I was the only one caught that. I was trying to be an AJ hater. I said it already like 2 times on 2 separate live shows, and no one's responded to it. I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
Nigga, he looked defeated, bro. He was like, bro, I can't
Angry
do
to me.
nothing
He
with
looked
this man
angry.
Fury. Holton was like, yo, I can't do nothing with this dude. But, Usyk does what he does late. Like I said yesterday, I'm surprised Fury didn't anticipate that and at least try to smother it. Like, at least have a game plan. Like, all right, come round, say 7, 8, 9. If he start to spark off, let me smother that right side with hella left hooks. Because that's what Breedis did. Breedis gave Usyk his toughest fight. And a lot of quality shots Breedis had in that fight was left hooks to the top and to the body on Usyk right side. So I was surprised Fury didn't tap into that. But, I guess he got caught up with him being so dominant in those middle rounds that he kind of probably lost focus. I understand. It happens. These are fighters at the end of the day. They're cocky. They don't think they can lose. So I can't really stun him on that. But, next time he has to come through. Yeah, bro. Outside of that, if you watch the end of the fight where they were doing interviews, there's this Ukrainian dude who was spitting water in Usyk's face, bro.
Yeah, we caught that. That shit was
Yo,
sick.
bro, if you seen the reporter, the black dude, bro, his face home was disgusted, bro, because some of the water got on him.
You talking about a day?
Hell yeah, bro. He looked like he was about to pop off, bro. Like, if you watch a little longer, you'll notice he'd just walk off, bro. He was hot as hell, bro, because the dude, he didn't do it one time. He did it once, and then he stopped. Then he did it again, and then Usyk was like, yo, chill, chill, chill. I'm like, yo, these Ukrainians is crazy, but yeah, bro, it was a good day of boxing, bro. The Kabayel upset was wild. I never saw Frank Sanchez going down by a body shot like that, but it happens. And then as far as the Breeders Apatow fight, I thought that was just, they continued from where they left off in the first fight. So that's just kind of what that was. A lot of people are looking at Jay Apatow like, oh, he should have finished him, but I watched that fight and I think, Breedis just got the goods even later in his career. I mean, personally, I think if Breedis would have moved up to heavyweight, he would have gave a lot of heavyweights that we think are quality a hard time. You feel me? So outside of that, it was a great day of boxing. That Navarrete fight is on Sky Sports on YouTube. For anybody that hasn't seen it yet, if you don't got ESPN Plus and none of that, you can hop on YouTube right now, Sky Sports, and watch the full fight. So that's what I'm about to do. Shout out to TBV community. And that's appreciate the call, man.
Appreciate you, champ. All right. If you're watching this on YouTube, help me get to that 1,000 likes, man. Come on. We rocking out since 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We leaving no man behind. Rez, what it do? Them thumbs up is free, ladies and gentlemen. Rez, what it do?
Hey, can you hear me?
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. First thing, I know they didn't really call and sell my pick, but I want to eat my pro for Tyson Fury. And, they say I had like over 500. I was down bad on that card. Yeah, bro. After the sixth round, man, Fury, I don't know, he must have lost focus because Usyk just turned it up. He just pressed on the gas pedal, never stopped, and shit, he just took over that fight. I'm glad they didn't stop the fight in the ninth round because, like you said, a lot of controversies. It'd be like, oh, he's still standing. So I'm glad that you gave him the standing 8 count. Let him fight. But one thing people don't say is Tyson Fury's recovery. He obviously survived that round. He got, a minute, but even after that, he showed great composure. He got like a little second win back, was able to finish the fight. And, I give Tyson Fury, respect for that aspect. It takes 2 to make a great classic fight, and, the better man won that night. You can't really say much. I'm glad it wasn't a robbery. I'm glad they gave it to the right man, and I'm glad they're going to be running it back, But I want to give a shout out to you, Ness. You low-key gave my money back because I was watching your live show before you left, and you said, say this, but I picked that. Once I heard you say that, I'm like, you know what?
What you say? What you say? You broke up.
Yeah, you said nothing.
You breaking up, champ.
Oh, my bad. Let's see. Can you hear me better now?
Way better. Whoa.
I had him Bluetooth, bro. But no, pretty much just say I want to give you a shout out because you said Dennis was gonna beat Navarrete, and then I saw the highlight, and I wasn't really a Navarrete fan. I didn't really like his style, just in general. But I was down like over 500, so I'm like, you know what? Let me put a couple hundred down when it was like around 4 or 5. They had Dennis like plus 950 on points, so I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna have to bet a couple times on that, and then he went to the decision and he got the decision, and I ended the night with like over $1,000. And at first I was down 500, so I'm like, appreciate you for that, little pick, man. I didn't listen to
Salute, bro.
I smoked like fucking 3 blunts after that shit. I couldn't fall asleep. I'm like, hey, yo, I'm a hype, bro. I wish you kept the live, but I know you was over 10 hours. So I'm like, damn, I want to see his reaction. Because, like, yeah, I fucking, you was right. You fucking knew it.
And let me tell you, we shut down, but I had to break down. So I was still there watching it while I was cleaning up. We don't just walk out. We had to clean up. So shit, I watched it, bro. And I was happy for him. I just didn't hear the post fight. I didn't know he called out Shakur till after. But that salute to you, champ. You did it. You did it.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. But anyway, that's my call, man. Appreciate you, Ness, man. And yeah, I'm out.
All right. Rez, take 15 of that, sign up to the betting show, because you would have been able to get that advice a lot sooner. But salute, man. He caught that. See, I can't get mad at an official listener like that, because I don't like to give my picks out outside of the betting show. But sometimes when the fight starts, I'm like, all right, the fight started. This is who I picked. But now I got to remember, a lot of you motherfuckers get the live bet. So it's unfair to my members. But at least you made some money at the end of the day. $1,000. That is beautiful. Beautiful. Davidian, what up?
Yo, what's good, Ness? Can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, it was good. I mean, it was a good night of it was a good fights. Like good fights. Shout out to my man Usyk for getting it done. I mean, Fury, he's a bad boy too. I was a little nervous at first because Fury was doing his thing. He's so big, 85-inch reach. He's just jabbing and doing his boxing thing, but Usyk, man, he got hit with some stuff, but especially that ninth round, I love that because I'm like, okay, my man's a dog, and it was just a classic fight. That's all we want to see is good fights. Um, I did get a lot of picks wrong though too. I did pick Brian Norman. He did his thing. He actually stopped dude, so that was good. Because at first I was gonna pick against him. I'm glad I didn't. So I did pick Frank Sanchez, but I didn't know the dude was gonna come with a knee brace and a back brace. Like this dude, I don't know. I can't mess with him. I'm not gonna pick against Kabayel. Whoever Kabayel fight again, the German dude, I'm rocking with him because he can fight. He's low key, he all right. So it was just a good night of fights. And yeah, shout out to you, Ness, and the boxing voice, the back call brothers, and God bless y'all. I'm out.
Appreciate you, champ. Appreciate you. Big If, what up? If you're watching this on YouTube.
Yep.
Yep.
You hear me?
Yep.
Yo, salute, man. First of all, I want to say on a Sunday, thank you to our Lord, Savior of boxing, Big Turk, man, for putting on these fights that we definitely needed, man. If it wasn't for Big Turk, man, we would not see these action-packed fight, man. Salute to the biggest of the biggest, Big Turk, man. Speaking of Big Turk, I want to say a big shout out to the biggest athlete sponsor of Ukrainian drones, Usyk, by the way of Big Turk. Salute to him, and he did his thing, man. I always thought it was a 50-50 fight, but I thought Usyk could definitely pull it off, man. And speaking of which, man, on the rematch, Y'all talked earlier, man, a couple hours ago about possibly the rematch or a rematch with what do you call with AJ. And I think AJ got he got the brain behind him, man. In the Newton in Tyson Fury's former trainer and Lee Wiley, who's like one of the best film study guys that I was following back in the day. So I think, listen, man, you cannot outbox Fury, like I said every time I called in during the predictions. Sorry, you can't outbox Usyk, not Fury, my bad. You cannot outbox Usyk. Usyk, just like Loma, they are the gods moving forwards. But like in this fight, you would never see Usyk moving backwards. So if the plan is to make him pushing backwards, all he does is like reset and come forward. He crosses his feet when going backwards. But if you let him come forward, it's a wrap. It's a clip for that, man. Nothing you could do about that. So salute to Usyk, man. Salute to the Ukrainians. All you guys calling in, the Cookie Monster that be calling in all the time talking about stats and all that stuff. Research, yo, pay up, man. Stop fronting. It's a clip for all that research talk that you be talking about. Salute to a big fight. Hey, yo, y'all, you guys, whenever you guys stream from Hardin Studios, y'all be the most happiest, man. I don't know if it's obviously the Hardin that y'all smoking, but yo, if you watch the playback, y'all was smiling and laughing the entire time during the fight. Watched last night, and I had fun watching it too, man. So, but salute to you, salute to Usyk, and I'm out, man. Peace.
Nah, appreciate you, man. Salute to Hardin for hosting us, man, because it's always dope. You know, when it's in Hardin, we do be having a great time. I'm trying to invite more people, man, out to that studio for them fight night parties like that. I mean, it ain't no party, but for them fight night watch alongs. We got LJ Juarez, $10 super chat. Ness, thoughts on Emiliano Vargas as a prospect? Also, shout out to Ukraine emoji. They running it right now. Nah, man, Emiliano's the man. Again, I just felt horrible for his opponent. They let that go far too long. They put Emiliano in with someone that is nowhere near his level. And that dude, again, not saying this in any disrespect. I know that this term has been used disrespectfully before, but that's not what I mean. I mean it literal. They put him in there with a punching bag. He was a moving bag. He wouldn't throw back. He just had very good defense. But you know, once a fighter realizes you ain't gonna throw nothing back, it don't matter how good your defense is because you know it's just open season. And that kid was he never had intentions on throwing back. His whole game plan was to go in there and just block, block some more. It was brutal, man. I honestly, Vargas needs to be in there with someone that at least is gonna punch back. And I ain't talking about them weak ass jabs that kid was doing yesterday. Mike likes TV $10. The other show, when Trees from Ohio called in and Danny said Chicago was good as Vegas, had me laughing out loud at work. Love the show. As the UK dude says, ooh, ooh, me and my wife crack up when he starts his call. There you go, Tim Boski. You got fans in the US. You ain't going nowhere, like he says. Who we got next? Remember, thumbs up is free. You know, thumbs up, that's free. We got Roz. What up? Gotta unmute, player.
Yo, what's good, man? What's good? What's good with you?
What's good?
Hey, man, I called in and talk about that Tyson Fury Usyk card, man. That was beautiful, beautiful boxing right there, man. That was a masterclass. I'm tired of people coming in here and shitting on Fury, the people that have been. Fury is still a masterclass boxer. Great movement. He was killing Usyk with that jab, the 3 to 7 rounds. He was killing him with that uppercut. If Usyk didn't make the adjustments for real, he wouldn't even have won that fight, honestly. If he ain't circling around that jab and catching him with that hook, I think Tyson Fury still would have took the fight.
Yeah, that round 9 was pivotal, man. Without that round 9, but that's how boxing goes, you know.
Yeah, on God. And respect to everybody else that fought on that card. Kabayel did his thing. I want to see him versus Richard Torres. If they can make that fight, that would be a good fight to me. Probably put him in some other the big names, man. Get Jared Anderson, somebody. I'm tired of these guys not making these big fights. We need these big fights. Waiting 25 years for this Undisputed. We need to see bigger fights, man. But that's my call. Shout out TBV, shout out TBX. Y'all do y'all thing, man. Y'all keep it going.
All right. We got Hawk, Maryland, hawking them down.
Yo, Ness.
Yo, Hawk.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What it do?
Hey, man. Ain't too much, I called the Usyk John off the break, but that's only because like with Holyfield and Tyson, man, Holyfield had to do a whole lot more to get to that status. He had to fight a whole lot harder fights. The same with Usyk, man. I've been watching Usyk for years. He just know how to fight big guys, bro. I got him beating Tyson Fury easier in the second fight, same way Holyfield did with Tyson. If they do have a second one, I got the feeling one of them are going to retire though. But that fight with the Mexican guy, your boy, I can't think of his name right now. Who ended up?
Brian Dober Jr.
Who ended up? Yes. Okay. Now that's the reason why I was on Tank, on Tank about fighting only Mexicans. You see how they just repeatedly just keep trying to come forward, whether they're getting beat up or not. Your boy was able to land the same shot every single round. It was the same combination because the guy did nothing no different. That's the way they fight. That's why Tank fights him. That's why I say if Tank do fight Frank Martin, you're going to see him lose. Frank Martin ain't going to keep coming forward trying to knock Tank out. He's going to go ahead and go for points. That's going to be the difference. But I still don't think that fight gonna happen. So, but if it do, I got Frank. But as far as Usyk and Fury, Usyk will beat him easier the next time. And your boy looked great last night. But you got to admit, that fighter he was fighting came forward, did the same thing Robert sent him out to do the same thing every round, as they all do. Every Tank fight. He gets the chance to knock him out all the way to the 12th round because they keep coming forward trying to knock him out. You won't get that from Frank. If Tank catch Frank with something clean,
don't forget that Frank could find himself getting booed and feel the pressure because Tank don't get booed. So the opponent is gonna be knowing that they booing because of him stinking up the joint. He gonna be forced to engage. But that's good to see if Tank could cut the ring off. I didn't know that Martin was that type of a boxer that he could circle the ring.
Yes, Martin is good. He's good. I'm telling you.
So he got legs in your opinion.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Martin is an excellent fighter. It's going to be a shock to a lot of people when they see this fight. He's not going to keep coming forward. He's not going to do the same thing every round. He's multi-talented. He can catch a shot and then hit you with a shot. He can do all that.
Feel like it's
but that's my call.
You the man, champ. You the man. Before I get to the next call, I got to take the time to screen share this. I've been trying to do this for since the caller that brought up Obataya. All right, let me get these lungs clear. All right. Nope, not ready yet. Hold up. Shout out to F.A. Apuche, who congratulates Opataya, but says with that performance yesterday, he put the thinking emoji. And this is the fight I want too. There's not a lot of names for Opataya, so nobody should be opposed to this. There's no one out there for him to fight next. There's nothing. This got storyline. I'm pretty sure Apuche beat him in the amateurs. Apuche's called him out now twice, right after his win on Pro Box and right after, Opetaya's win. Mr. Atlas Sheik, you don't have many options for Opetaya, right? I mean, what did we see on that card yesterday? There was like the introduction of one cruiserweight, right? Who was that? Oh, yeah, Robin Safar. Come on, it's too soon. Too soon to throw him in there with Opetaya. Let's give the vet an opportunity in FAO Tobar Puche. If you with me, say you with me. Stone Bone, Colorado, what up? Stone Bone, trying you again.
What up? What up?
What up with you?
Oh man, all is well, man. All is well. Just cleaning out the garage, man. I hope I don't sound too bad. Yeah, man. Great night of fights, man. You know I'm a Fury fan. I became a fan of Usyk. His first little foray at heavyweight was a little rocky with some of the pullouts and the cancel fights. Then remember the fight he was supposed to fight Ness twin brother. That fight didn't happen, but we are where we are today, and he done had some big fights. He's showing the IQ that them dudes lack. He's showing mental toughness and Fury. They should have. That was a knockdown early. Don't the rules say if the ropes hold you up, it's a knockdown? So he should have. If they was gonna call a knockdown, they should have called that shit way earlier, so they could have gave him more time to get back on him instead of waiting to when he did. And then it was just poor. But I guess it's hard when you in there with these big ass dudes flying all around and Fury all over the place. It was a good looking fight though. It was high energy, intensity. I was happy to see that over there. Like sometimes over there the fights be feeling, like kind of. I don't know the word for it, but the energy don't be there sometimes. But it was there, and shout out to them and shout out to Norman, man. He showed that sometimes guys can fight up to the level they up. And I don't know what Tank got to do with this and Frank not making this fight. This fight is what is he talking about, man? These guys would rather talk conspiracy than what just happened. Shout out to Brian Norman who displayed the ability. Most guys, if you hit a dude with shit like that and he keep coming, it disparages you. Like that's the problem with what they saying, like, oh, this Mexican style don't work against. No, sometimes you hit dudes with shit and they keep coming. Now guys kind of step back, fold up a little bit, start to question their skills, question their ability. So shout out to them for putting on a display. Shout out for him. Hopefully that's a star making performance and we'll see what's next, man. And good night at boxing, man. Y'all hold it down.
All right, champ. Appreciate you. Copy cool. What it do? Copy cool. You gotta unmute.
What's good? What's good?
What's good?
Yeah, I think hell of a fight last night. Shout out to Long doing the unexpected. Last performance come out and he did his thing. Everybody thought Young was a boogeyman, and he did his thing. He outclassed him. He showed that he had that grit in him. He put a hell of a performance. Tyson Fury versus Usyk, man. Hell of a fight. It's like that's a prime example of why you don't play with your food. I had it 8. I had it 7-1. Tyson. And then he just after he got hurt, he took and the ninth took those rounds off, and I think maybe the 12th could have gone either way, but I think that I would have been okay with either decision, whether it's a draw or Usyk. It didn't matter to me. There was that close of a fight. There was that good of a fight, but I think that Tyson comes back in the rematch and destroys him. He already knows what he can do. I mean, besides that, what Usyk did.
We losing you, champ. Talking to the mic. Yes.
Oh, my fault. My phone was dying. Yeah, man. So besides that, I felt like Tyson was hitting Usyk at will. So I think that now he knows what he can do to him or how he can hurt him. So I think the second time around, it'll be a different ball game. I think Tyson destroys him. But overall, I think it was a hell of a fight. I didn't catch the top rank card really. I caught the Torres fight, and the Norman fight. But besides that, I didn't catch the man Navarrete. I caught the first 2 rounds and passed out. So I don't know. I know he lost, but I don't know how he got done that fight and what it went. But overall, I just think it was a hell of a night of boxing, and I'm looking forward to this rematch between Usyk and Tyson Fury. And I know Joshua got a stick in his fucking head right now, stick to his stomach, knowing that he may have to fight Usyk.
Champ, we gotta go, bro. You don't sound good at all. I don't know what it is. Y'all should not use the Bluetooths during your call because you waiting an hour, 2 hours to get on. Then you using the Bluetooth and people can't even hear what you're saying. That's not my fault either. I don't know who's this. Bold?
Yo, you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. First of all, I want to give a shout out to Kabayel, Kakaji, Usyk, Norman, and Baranchik. Won over $500 on these bets, and it was a great performance, especially in that main event for the Usyk and Tyson Fury fight. I thought both of those they came out with good game plans. Both of their weaknesses got exploited, and it turned out to be a good match, man. I had the round 6-6 with the knockdown being the difference of the fight. So shout out to Usyk on that fight, man. I did bet money, won money on Brian Norman, but going into that fight, to be honest with you, I did not think Norman was going to win that fight based off his last few performances and whatnot. But I just took the bet anyway, and the you know the odds look pretty, what I'm saying, good in his favor. You know what I'm saying. So I took that bet and won a lot of money off that fight. So great performance, man. I just hope he keep that performance going in the future and not fight to the level of the competition, fight above the competition, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, man, it was a great fight card yesterday. So salute TBV, and that's all I got. Peace.
All right, champ. Um, we got Ken Wall. I'm hoping that's right. Gotta unmute.
Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up, homie?
What's up?
Yeah, what's up from South Africa? I'm back. I'm back. I'm back again. I wanna say Usyk did a good job. He's an all-time great. He is a world champion in amateurs, gold medalist in the Olympics. What is this? Undisputed in cruiserweight, and he won the Muhammad Ali trophy. I'm gonna get to that just now, and became the baddest man on the planet. And watching Tyson Fury, Alexander Usyk kick the shit out of Tyson Fury was like watching a nerd beat up a bully in high school. You know what I'm trying to say, right? You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yep, yep.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, perfect.
Mm. Yeah, and speaking of that, I think after this, I think Alexander Usyk should retire, let the belts go, and they should bring. I think Turkey, if anyone from Saudi Arabia is listening, I think Turkey Al Sheikh should bring back the Muhammad Ali Trophy, the World Super Series of boxing, not just in the heavyweight division, but in almost every single weight division, because we've got too many big fat egos running all over boxing. You know what I'm saying? Because that tournament proved that we build legends. Look at Inui, look at Usyk. Look where they are. Two of the best pound for pound fighters in the world right now at the top. Do you agree with me, buddy, on that?
For sure.
Yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure, for sure. And one last thing. I want to thank Alexander Usyk again for pissing all over England to show that he is the real king of the UK. Shout out to Ukraine as well. And shout out to you too. Shout out to the Americans out there. And yeah, God bless everybody, man. Have a good day, brother. Have a good day, man. Have a good fucking day, guys. I'm gonna be out.
You too, champ. Bless. Let's see here. We got Rider of the Storm with the $5. He says, this is why I dislike Robert Garcia boxing. They all fight flat-footed, easy picking for American slick style. And he put in parentheses, $A dot dollar sign dot dollar sign dot dollar sign. Laugh out loud. Nest GTO, Instagram and Twitter. Catch you tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 a.m. Eastern. Arrivederci.